What's happening, y'all? The Misbelief radio show is finna go live in like a minute or two. Martin ain't here. India ain't here. Kyle ain't here. But we going live anyway. I'm gonna give the camera to my cameraman Joseph. He feeling real Caucasian. He's feeling. He done cut all the essay hair off. He feeling like a white man, huh?
Who cut it?
Who cut it?
Actually, let me tell you something.
Shout out to
the barber. I felt like he did my hair wrong, and so I kind of scolded him a little bit about it.
I agree.
So,
he did the hair so wrong. So you look like lesbian from Venezuela.
Oh, I know you ain't talking.
Yep, I sure did. I said it. Okay, if not Venezuela, Honduras. But either way, lesbian. That's what I get from you. Here, take the camera, man. We going in. We going in, you all.
This is crazy.
This is crazy. It's 7 o'clock, so whenever he get ready. Oh, I'm gonna unplug. I want you to unplug it from the thing. Let's get in this bit. The nigga was not ready. Hey, Super Sunday tomorrow.
Lonnie said he wants some punch.
Who?
Lonnie. Insert your middle name here for.
Oh, I
Here's
know
a
Lonnie.
disclaimer. We have a disclaimer.
The disclaimer was like the views on the Misbelief radio show. What's happening, New Orleans? Welcome to the Misbelief radio show, episode 5. This is a show for millennials where we talk about art, music, all the while having fun. You heard me? I'm your host, DC Paul, and we are just kind of getting into the swing of things. We're not quite in the swing of things, but things are still swinging, believe you me. So I'm going to swing this thing over to the right side, and who that is?
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
I'm the magnificent,
What?
the dynamite,
Huh?
the super dope,
Uh-uh.
the out of sight,
Somebody-
the queen and all outright,
What?
the one and only Lady Oshun.
Oh, I'll take that, Lady Oshun. Okay, thank you for being my only co-host who's here before 7 o'clock. Because, you know, usually I try to have a nice little cast of characters for you guys here on the Misbelief radio show. But we operating on CP time.
That's
And
okay.
by that, I mean creative people's time. You know, creative people have a worse sense of time than African Americans. Yes, I said it. If you are a creative of any ethnicity, you don't have no concept of punctuality. I'm calling you out. Yes. Hey, man, speak of the devil and showing up late, here he is, man. My resident angry man. So first I swung my thing over to the right side and that was that. But if I swing this thing over to the left side, who we got?
Your boy Martin Bats Bradford in this mug representing Flower Bats Podcast and, you know, Misbelief Radio.
The birthday chocolate.
Yeah,
birthday
man,
chocolate.
birthday yesterday.
Same
Birthday
batch as
chocolate.
did, baby.
Would you believe he's in his 40s?
I'm totally 47 today.
Word. That black not even crinkling.
Do not listen to
That's
this.
right.
I know 47.
No, he's not.
Look, I had to look at him and was like, wait.
No, man, Martin. I went to high school with this man. I swear he looked just like this when he was a freshman. So I mean, like, okay, not just
Freshman
like
in
that.
high school?
Not just like that. At one point, he had the dreadlocks and the cornrows to the back. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. At one point, we all did the cornrows to the back. Aaron, I ain't lying. At one point, you had cornrows to the back. Everybody in New Orleans. You ain't tried. You got that with that type of hair? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm talking to somebody that y'all can't see on the radio, but I listen. You don't have to admit it. I feel like at some point you were doing the Stevie Wonder, the cornrows to the back, like everybody else was doing, like all millennials was doing at some point in time. What? What's the difference? They didn't go to the back?
See? He brought it back.
He said, I'm just a bachelor.
That's what I'm talking for. A day and a half. What happened, bro? That's cool, man. That's what's up. Shout out to my current sound engineer, Aaron Neville the fifth, right? Are you the fifth? Because there's a whole lot of y'all, man. There's so many. We're gonna be good on the fifth. The third, Can you hit any of those? Oh, never. Okay, I was gonna actually do the cocoa butter song. Okay. Could you try it? All right. You know what? I'm gonna take you up on that in a little while. So, man. So as I said, we are just getting into the swing of things. We learned some new things earlier today. For instance, we ain't gotta take commercial breaks.
What?
That's what he just told me. Like, we don't have to. Now, we will this episode so we can reset before each segment. But going forward, you know what we're going to do?
What we going to do?
We're going to play more music.
Uh-huh.
And we only going to play advertisements from the people, from our people. All right? So, if you're looking to advertise on the Misbelief radio show, hit me up. Email us at TheMisbelief@gmail.com. That's TheMisbelief@gmail.com. As if you want your music played on this show, or if you want your advertisement played during the show. We're going to do that, man, because if we ain't got to take breaks, I mean, I do like the Cocoa Hut. And
don't get in trouble now.
I was saying I like them. I do. But I'm just saying, man, like, if, Cocoa Hut.
We have a lot of millennial people who do millennial things, and we have a lot of people who we know that have things that they want us to push. So, in the words of Gina from Martin, come on and push.
Oh, no. You got to push. You got to push. No, but real life, we will advertise brands, events, shows, people. Yeah, if you got, and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and break one of my personal rules. I will advertise your mixtape. Yeah, I usually don't do things like that.
Whoa!
But you can have your mixtape advertised on the Misbelief radio show. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do it.
A mixtape though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So
We're gonna do it, man.
For
the culture.
For the culture, man.
But a mixtape?
Yeah, I'm gonna let people advertise the mixtape. Yeah, you know what? And let's not talk down on mixtapes, man. I know a lot of people put out some dope mixtapes. Chance the Rapper, his first 2 or 3 mixtapes is really what put him on before he put an actual album out.
But you going to the most extreme example of success.
I was finna take it down.
Right.
I was finna take it all the way down to somebody whose song we played on this show
Yeah.
just a few weeks ago, Quinton Hakeem.
Okay.
He got a mixtape out called Welcome to the City, and it's doing pretty well. It's dope. Even if it's not doing well, I hear it's doing well, but it's dope. But the dude is a singer-songwriter from the city, very talented, and I mean, we will support mixtapes.
I mean, the joke of it is not necessarily that every mixtape is bad. It's just a lot of cats, being a rapper became the new basketball. So
but
everybody on rap now. So
right.
it's almost like I gotta peep your joint out before I start repping it, because you might catch it.
I was about to say
You
that
know what I
because
mean?
you trash.
So because like you said, every mixtape is not bad. But most mixtapes are terrible.
These days.
And then folks try to sell you a mixtape like on the street. They ain't playing the song out of these speakers. They just want you to just give a donation on the mixtape. I'm like, I don't even know you, bro. Like, I probably got more bars than you.
Right.
And I'm not even a rapper.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, this old lady, like 80 years old, recently dropped this mixtape, man. She was trying to be funny, but I'm saying that just let you know where the culture has become.
Let you know.
Bill Cosby dropped the mixtape. The Macho Man Randy Savage from wrestling, ooh yeah, dropped the mixtape.
Wait.
You feel me?
I ain't gonna emphasize his mixtape or Bill Cosby's mixtape on my radio show. But if your mixtape is semi-dope.
Well, rest in peace, Macho Man. He did, but come on.
His mixtape still selling? No?
I don't think people was rocking with it when he came out,
He's
son.
been high-fiving like Dylon. Dylon the Dylan Jeff.
Top 5. All right, so listen, I was thinking about some things earlier today, right?
Okay.
My father, he passed in January of this year. God rest his soul. He was like a Superman, right? He was Superman. Y'all don't know my daddy, Dwayne Proctor Carpenter Sr. He was everything, and that's like the simplest words, right? By the time I'm 31. By the time he was my age, he had so much more going on than me. Like, he had, I'm gonna say 3 sons that people knew about, and then some others. All right. By this point, my parents had me when they were 20 and 21, so I knew when my mom and my dad turned 30. So when they were 31, I knew we were in our second house that they had owned. My daddy had owned a business. Mm-hmm. My parents had been foster parents. My dad had worked for, what was it called? It was Boys Town Foster Home, then to the NOPD. He had been in by 31. He hadn't started teaching or doing no FBI or no, at one point my daddy was undercover homicide you know there's an undercover homicide unit in NOPD, and my pa he was one of them.
Your daddy
right?
was a G.
So I'm just saying, he was a G. God rest his G soul. He was the
was a G,
police,
yeah.
and you know what? F the police every other day. But my daddy was the one who you would not F. All right. So I'm just thinking about being a millennial and how it's different times, man. Because when he was my age, he was already Superman.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm 31 trying to keep gas in my tank. Like, what, so I'm going to swing the thing over to the right side and say, Oshun, when your mama was, your mama or your daddy was your age, where were they in relation to where you were?
Oh, gosh. How old am I? First of all, I don't tell the truth about my age,
You
so
might
I got to
well.
think. My mother, that was 20 years ago. So 20 years ago, I was a certain age. Oh, okay. So, my mama was going to school, and she had all 4 of us. We were all in elementary school, and she was working full time. She had 2 jobs, going to school, and had all 4 of us. My daddy was and still is a semi-preacher. Hey, Daddy.
Wait, how do you be a semi-preacher?
You never met my daddy, and
I'll leave it alone. Go ahead.
hey, Daddy, and my dad was I think he was in California at that time, yeah, so he was doing stuff. But my mama was out here working and getting it and furthering her education. Shout out to my mama.
Yeah,
shout out to you, Deanie. Shout out to you.
Shout out to Deanie.
Girl.
Because she slapped you in the mouth just a few weeks ago. She chastised you in front of your friends, which when my mama do that too.
My mom, no, but your mama cool. Like your mama let you slap with a whole lot more stuff than my mama do. Like
I'm
is
also a man. So I'm gonna swing this thing. I'm swinging my thing all over the place. So I'm gonna swing this thing to the left side. Bats. When your mom was your age, where was she in relation, and what was she doing in relation to where you are and what you're doing?
Let's see. My mom had me at 17. So I got to really watch my mom, like, the different versions of her. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
me too, yeah.
so I remember, like, early, I remember when she was, like, Sharif from the block, still about bucking on people going off on celebration station work. I remember when, I'm saying, she
What up,
started,
Sheree?
then she became Sherry, the realist. I remember she was a freaking, a personal trainer for a minute, and then she had all kind of real hustler jobs, some of which I can't get into. But then we got, she laughing right now, she listening, because she be listening. She watching, too, she be shouting out.
Thing about his mama watched every
By the
single
way,
show.
she didn't want to accept my Facebook friend request for a few weeks. I'm not as raunchy. Okay, I am as raunchy, but I'm a good guy.
He's a great guy.
Thank you for accepting the friend request.
But this became Sherry, the real estate agent, and then she had a Jesus moment. I mean, she still believed in God and all that, but there's a point, how like when new Christians become when they be like, oh, sanctified soul. I can't even watch cartoons because certain cartoons look demonic, and I'm like, what's going on, man? Ain't nothing wrong with Animaniacs. So it's like, then she mellowed out. I mean, you just see the evolution. So like I said, she have her own real estate agent business. She's a broker. So I think about 31. I'm 31 now. I think about 31. She had already had maybe 2 different businesses. And like you said, I'm just out here acting.
Right. I'm not saying it was simple at times back then, because we got a lot of things. If we take advantage of our resources, we have a few more resources, and things could be a little bit easier for us. But the things they was on, I couldn't be on. Real estate, because I'm not all the way together for a 31-year-old. I'm not all the way together. I'm going to go ahead and admit it. But I can't even imagine doing the things that I saw my dad doing. At where I am now, I couldn't.
It's screwed up. I often think that about Tupac, even though that's like nobody I'm related to. But he died at like 25, and most of the things that we was mostly like inspired by, he was saying at 21, 22. Yeah. This dude was like a really young cat on a lot of realness, inspiration. People think he about to be the next big leader, and he was early 20s. They saying this. He didn't get over 25. Like we talking about us at 31. What was you doing at 24? You feel me?
You better not follow me. I'm not nobody at age 24.
But you know what? I think it's harder when you are the oldest of a lot of kids, because I've always been like my mama's go-to girl. So she was like, I'm not here. I have to work these 3 jobs, and I gotta go to school. So these are your children. So you have to make sure that they are in line. So I grew up faster than a lot of people, but I see what you're saying. It's harder though.
So you're saying you're fast? All right. I put it out there. All right, I didn't mean to say that. Yo, so listen, we got a really good show for you guys.
What kind of word can't we say on the radio?
I'm gonna say them on Facebook Live. All right, so we got a really good show coming up for you guys. At some point, Madania Graves is gonna show up with his One Social Weekly Sound Select. He always brings us a new song or a new artist to play here on this show. Attorney Hardell Ward from the Southeast Louisiana Legal Services. He's coming here to talk about this Clean Jacket Day, which is about having black men's records expunged. Message.
What?
Yeah, I said it. He talking about expunging records out here. So listen, because I'm gonna receive that myself. We're gonna have a private conversation about that. Also, Quess Moore from Take Them Down NOLA.
The homie
is coming through to talk about what's next for Take Them Down NOLA. And after that, we're gonna get into what's going on out here. So we talk about local talking points.
What's going on out here?
Topics, news, and whatnot. We're going to do a little bit of what's going on out there.
What's going on out there?
That's where we talk about national or international news, talking points, topics, and things like that. Martin, my resident angry man, going to give somebody some neck. Because people be deserving to get slapped in the back of the neck for the things they do. So he going to choose one and give somebody some neck. And we're going to close it out with a Sankofa session. That's where we look back at something that came before us and show our respects. 504-260-9265, man. Call us, holler at us, man. Give us your misbelief story. We're going to go on break in a minute. We're going to play a song. And we're going to play a commercial begrudgingly. Because we just found out we ain't got to play commercials. But going forward, we're going to have to talk about these commercials, whether we want them or not. All right, y'all? The Misbelief Radio Show. We'll be back real soon. We ain't got to play commercials. That means your advertisement could be playing on the show right now.
Right now.
And it won't be expensive.
We promise. We promise to cut these deals. You cut the checks, we cut the deals. We get you on the radio. You promote your things, and we all come out fairly good.
Yeah.
And FYI, Mama, I wasn't fast. Don't listen to Darren.
She said she grew up before everybody else.
No, but that's because
I want to talk about that. So I could say things on the Facebook Live. My friend Geneva, who is a millennial, but she refuses to acknowledge. I probably shouldn't say this. She say it on stage all the time, so I'm gonna say it anyway. She feel like she's not a millennial, even though she was born in that time gap. But she's not because I'm gonna go ahead and say it. She was having sex with older people.
Hi, Kyle.
Hey.
Before most of us were.
You walking at the right time, Kyle.
What's up, man?
That don't mean you're not a millennial. That just means you was fast. That don't mean you grew up faster. That just means. All right.
It kind of means
I'm
you're
step out.
a victim of sexual something, but I'm gonna keep looking.
Yeah, and that make her feel like she's not a millennial.
I think maybe I don't want to get into this conversation.
So many millennials have been victims of sexual somethings, like you was finna say.
Hey, India said that she got a boot on her car.
I heard. We're gonna talk about that. That's what's going on
Yeah,
out there. That's one of our topics.
We actually wrote that in the show.
What else is going on out here?
Is that green crawfish going on out here?
What you call it, Diane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Talk about it today.
Chuck Berry?
Yeah, and I was gonna
Yeah, I'm
do.
about to slip it in, but I came late, so we talking about kind of right.
We gonna know. We
You
gonna
got the fifth degree for it, for coming late?
Huh?
You got the 5th degree for coming late?
He's gonna be out there online.
I bet you did.
That's if we don't need that chair, my
Yeah,
man. I guess.
Definitely.
He'd be definitely fucking. Oh, you not here on time?
He gonna start Joe Jackson, y'all.
How you doing, brother?
I'm docking your airtime. You can't be on Facebook Live.
We on live right now. You want to say anything on live?
Thank you, everybody. My name is Hardell Ward with Southeast Louisiana Legal Services. We are doing Clean Jacket Day. Come out, see us, call us if you need an expungement. We're here to help you.
Let's get it all in there. Let's get everything in there so we'll see it all
So
good
we
and
learn a
clear.
little bit more about the culture.
All right.
Instead of just second line and saying,
Thank you,
oh,
brother.
No problem.
And what city you represent again?
New Orleans, Louisiana.
What part of New Orleans are you from?
Well, I'm not from here. I'm originally from Lafayette, Louisiana, but this is my new home.
Oh, see, I caught your line on live.
This is my new home. I don't ever go back. So I'm here. I'm here now.
It's all right. Glad you're here, brother.
No problem.
I got Mayor Landry by the strip that band crap.
Yeah.
I got that, so I got that voucher.
Okay, good.
I got like two things, dude. Like out here is harder than out there.
Out here is definitely harder than out there.
But he won't make out here longer. And I'm like, dude, there's way more things going on in the world than in New Orleans.
Because I texted him, I was like, yeah, it's fun.
Man, come on, son. Like I got boo cool stuff going on out there.
Yeah, we
real.
We real loud. We don't say anything bad.
I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm looking for stuff for out here, cause dude, New Orleans, like you might have 1 week where it's pop, stuff to talk about. Then you have another week, it's like, well, that seems depressing. That's kind of depressing. Dang, that's depressing too.
Right, and I wanted to keep it light.
I got boo. They got a lot of stuff to talk about, but ain't all of it, you know.
I wonder if we could sneak Chuck Berry in out here.
No, he gotta be out there.
He ain't from here.
Even though he made that.
I'm about to sneak in Birdman versus Rick Ross.
We're definitely
Birdman from here, so that counts.
We're sneaking out here.
That's gonna be an out here.
That's an out here topic.
That's an out here topic.
Y'all see what we do? This is behind the scenes footage. You only get from Facebook Live.
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead on and see what's going on Facebook Live right now. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, inquiries.
That girl got booted. Dang.
We're going to talk about Indian Hullabaloo. Indy Mack.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go on live, just go on to DC Paul's Facebook page and you can follow him here. This is Facebook Live.
Oh, you got a radio voice. Okay. I have to make sure that my thing is on.
Oh yeah, I ain't been like promoting nothing. I ain't share shit, bro.
You did, didn't you?
Not today. I didn't talk about that. We got a whole app out here, man.
Oh, we do have an app, but I don't have.
The
Did you
WBOK
download it?
See my man,
Okay.
I'm gonna adjust myself.
I
seen the rolls live. Y'all not supposed to see that.
Like, I don't have enough space on my phone.
What's going on? Let me share this here. Let me see this.
It's kind of a delay. The Facebook Live is a delay. So I have to tell you.
This is our community. This
I remember
is
the 15th.
But one man, you look hungry.
Y'all even know that, huh? Y'all even know that was the melody down. Yeah.
That's 25.
Yeah, see when that glow up happened, huh?
For the best Caribbean food in the city. Call in order you
want to say something to Facebook Live?
504 945 8788. You got that? That's 504 945 8788.
You want to say something on Facebook Live, everybody?
First time being here at the Misbelief show. Enjoying it.
Jerk chicken platter. Janeen Pierre's favorite, the spicy jerk.
You went to Supercuts to get your haircut?
No.
No, you sure? You sure? You look like you got a Supercut haircut, son.
I actually asked my black barber to do this.
Your black barber did that?
Yeah.
Did he have difficulties?
He had hair all the time.
I bet he did. Bitch, you gotta put a comb to your shit. I like you. I like you. You fresh. You fresh like a Mexican.
No, I don't say the N-word.
We having a Sharon Steele moment because she about to get a little something. What's her name? Not Sharon Steele.
What's happening, New Orleans, and all my listeners from wherever you are? This is the Misbelief Radio Show, a show where millennials discuss whatever millennials decide we're gonna discuss for this week. You know what I mean?
Millenniality.
That millenniality. Oh, did you just coin a word?
I just coined the word on you.
Millenniality.
We are dressed in millenniality.
We are dressed in
all
all
up
that.
in here. Don't get nothing on you. I worked it in.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm your host, DC Paul. And when I swipe my thing to the right side, who's it gonna hit? We in the swing of things, right? I'm still in the swing of things.
You know what?
Yes.
Listen, I'm your idol, the highest title, numero uno, the one that everybody wants to know,
Are you really doing this?
Lady Oshun. And I just want to say for the record, them taglines last week,
Oh.
you know I was watching. You know I was watching.
The tagline queen coming. Come on.
And we are going to work on this.
Yeah, well, she's the only one in here that got bars in real life, so we just want her to have the taglines. But if I swing my thing to the left side, it's in somebody's face. Who's that?
Nobody.
You gotta swing your thing in my face,
Exactly.
though. I mean, like,
Listen,
for real.
we
I gotta
swinging
get it.
things.
Oh man, we could be in the swinging things without it being in
And
my
things
face.
are also swinging.
You hear me? Well, swinging this way is more than
Well, you
Bass Bradford.
gotta make it sexual. It wasn't sexual until you said it.
I mean, I think anytime somebody heard I'm swinging to the left, I'm swinging it to my right, and you get it on your face.
We all have dirty minds.
Okay.
I'm talking about this microphone that we're all sharing.
I mean, we just
We are definitely.
you just swinging things, and we getting drenched in your millenniality, apparently. So
You're welcome.
welcome. Anyway, it's your boy Martin Bass Bradford. Man, go ahead, talk to him.
I'm stupid. I'm figured it out by now. I'm childish and inappropriate, and I'm trying to say all the things that I can say on the radio without
We be okay.
getting that FCC
We be
fine.
okay.
We
be
be okay. WBOK. We be okay. So listen, this is our interview portion, but it's also what's going on out here, because you know what's going on out here? I said, do you know what's going on out here? Somebody be like, what?
Man, we didn't get the script, son. You had to know.
We're still stunned because you want to swing in the swing of things.
I know, it's stunning, isn't it?
No.
We got attorney Hardell Ward here from the Southeast Louisiana Legal Services. And they got something called Clean Jacket Day coming up. He ain't talking about a members only jacket or a starter jacket, which absolutely should be clean. He talking about permanent records.
Your criminal jacket.
Your criminal jacket.
What's gonna keep you from getting a job, a house? What's they're gonna use against you in a court of law?
Message. Come on, church, talk to, because this is a word for somebody. So someone listen. Give people a second to tap their nephews on the shoulder and be like, listen,
Definitely.
listen, because it's a word finna come to you. Church, you ready? All right.
Yeah.
So what's Clean Jacket Day, man? Tell us more.
Clean Jacket Day is an event we're doing. We've done a couple more, but we're trying to. Our next one will be the biggest, the best. Get as many people in, and we're trying to reach young people who have done something, got criminal jackets. You did something, but you gotten over it. You're trying to get right, but you can't get right because your record is still saying you are this old person and not the new person you have become.
Mm-hmm.
So what Clean Jacket Day is, you come, we ask you to bring your paperwork so it'll help us go faster, but if not, we got Wi-Fi, we'll pull it up. It's attorneys who come around the city, from around the state. They come, we go through your record, we let you know if you can get an expungement, we let you know what's holding you back, how long you gotta wait. For some cases, we might actually be able to find resources to help you pay for it, because that's what holds out a lot of people back. It costs $550 to get an expungement in the state of Louisiana, $550. But what we do with the Clean Jacket Day, because of what our organization does, Southeast Louisiana Legal Services, plus all our partners, so many partners, it's Dillard University.
We should have warned you. We should have warned you.
Luckily, it's just him.
I just doing a little spice.
So
It's the Justice and Accountability Center.
Okay.
It's the Housing Authority of New Orleans. Hanno is
Hanno?
helping. Hanno is supporting us.
Who else?
It's the Urban Strategy and Providence Community Housing. It's so many. It's the Baptist Community Ministries. They're coming in. They're helping, giving resources, providing.
Abundance of Desire.
Abundance of Desire. Yes, that's the location. It's at Abundance of Desire. It's going to be April 1st at Abundance of Desire. That's 3600 Desire Parkway. It's right where they call it the Estates now. It's right next to where the Desire. I think it's the
What
Estate.
it used to be.
What it used to be is the Desire, but
That's what people listening, they know what it is. Desire used to be. It's called something else.
But we gotta respect the name. We gonna we got it now.
Okay, fine. We'll
They
acknowledge
partners.
it. What's it called? What's the partner called?
They're the Estates. They're the Estates. They are partners, so we're gonna acknowledge it for them. They the Estates.
I ain't never. But
that's the transjects.
Since when is a desire some estates? All right.
It's
Shout
transition.
out to the estates at 3600. Well, actually, Abundance of Desire, 3600 Desire Parkway. What day is that?
That's April 1st. That's
Hold on. Now, this ain't some April Fool's
Oh,
joke.
yeah,
where
it's
you're
not a
just
joke.
gonna just arrest everybody who got a record.
Absolutely not.
Hold
This is not
on. Now, let me
this is
make
not
sure
a-
my listeners know
No,
this is real.
This is real. This is an attorney. I'm barred. This is not a joke. We're doing April 1st. We want to do it on the 1st so people can get in, and we can give us the most time, the most month, because you got people graduating school, you got people graduating college. This is the time where you start thinking about that job where you have changed your life.
this is a time where you can get it fixed and ready for you to do that job, get that house.
Yeah.
Because we get into the summer, that's when people make their moves, especially in this area. Cause
So who's eligible for this clean jacket program?
we specifically looking for people age 14 to 24. That's the target demographics. Because that's the target. But it's come on, everybody. I will be there. Doors open at 10. We supposed to close the door at 2, but I already told them I'll be there till 4. So if you come, you get there every time. We're gonna go through it, get you what you need to go out. Don't worry about the age, but it doesn't matter. Age. I hope you ain't got a record age 8, but 8 to 80, whatever. Come on in, get in there. We're gonna work. And if you have any other legal questions, if you just want to talk to an attorney, I will be there. There will be attorneys who work in family law, attorneys who work in public benefits. That's SNAP, unemployment, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and attorneys who do, let's say, family law, housing. That's what I do in my day job, is housing law. If you got an eviction, you need some information with that, you sit your own hand out. You got Section 8, you got public housing, you got some questions. We can answer those questions for you.
Good, man. I'm probably going to be there myself.
Come on.
I'm just going to take advantage of the free legal services.
Exactly.
On April 1st from 10 until 2, but he's going to be there till 4. I might keep him there till 5 myself. I got some things to talk about, man. To talk about cleaning the jacket.
Come 5, we'll be in the parking lot, but I'm not leaving till the last person leaves. That's my rule. Man. And we'll be in the parking lot because it's a building. We got to close down.
Okay, well, 3600 Desire Parkway. That's April 1st from 10 until 2. Now, this guy is an attorney, but I met him as a stand-up comedian. You'd be surprised how many lawyers and attorneys are stand-up comedians, man. Like, so you coming back to the comedy scene, right?
Trying to get back. I took some time off when we got married, and it's
how
hard.
Dare you? Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's hard to get married and write jokes. But
Is it
really? To write jokes that don't end up you not getting married. You got to write jokes that let that marriage still happen. Yeah, so now that it's happened, trying to get back in the game, try to, you know, DC.
How do I know? Kyle, who has joined the show, has raised his hand like he know you ain't been married and you ain't never been out of the game. But hold on 1 second, we're gonna do Hardell, and then we're gonna introduce you and your shenanigans. So you. I normally ask my guests, do they have a misbelief story?
That's what.
But I had to explain to you on the balcony before the show started what a misbelief was.
Cause y'all caught me.
So I guess that's your misbelief story. That you just found out what it is.
Cause y'all caught me. Cause you asked me where you from. I'm like, I'm New Orleans. I've been here 7 years. I'm here. Exactly.
You're not from.
And they caught me. They caught me. They're like, you transplant. You ain't nothing. So
it's like, but I'm from. That's like Lafayette, man. Like, come on, Lafayette is. You ain't from like Connecticut, bro. You know.
So you having one of those illegal marriages with us? You know, I say if you've been living there for 7 years, now you're married. So it's like, so now because you said
when you grow up in that area and you see New Orleans, you see it, you're like, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna be there.
But you can't say I am there.
I'm there now.
You said I am New Orleans. I'm New Orleans 7 years. I'm New Orleans.
Right. I ain't saying I am New Orleans, but I'm in New Orleans.
I feel you. We're glad to have you here.
Man, glad to have you here.
Definitely.
Man. One time for Hardell, I want to call you Horatio Dell because that was the stage name I knew you as. But Hardell Ward, attorney Hardell Ward.
Wait a minute, what was the name?
Horatio Dell.
That's wrong.
Horatio Dell.
Horatio Dell.
I've been trying not to call you that this whole show.
Oh, man.
So Horatio.
I prefer.
But no, because Horatio Dell does not appear on your law degree or on your bar application. So you.
No. Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna break the story
because let us know.
I didn't just make a name out of it. My middle name is Horatio.
I saw that.
So the reason I don't go by the Wards because my dad was a principal at the school I went to. So I grew up. Everyone kept calling Mr. Ward, Mr. Ward. So as an adult, when I hear Mr. Ward, I don't hear myself. So I go by Horatio Dell because that's a name I own and I hear. And when you say it, it lets me know you're talking to me.
You would know from Max Muhammad Ali. My name is my name, and I gave myself that name.
I love my name. I love Ward. It's what I go with. But when I'm out just with my friends and something, and you say Mr. Ward, I'm like, oh, Dad.
That's how I'm about Mr. Bradford. I ain't gonna lie. Look at my grandpa at, because my grandpa named me Mr. Bradford. Yeah. So when I'm teaching, they be like, hey, Mr. Bradford, like, I'm calling Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin, don't hold me up yet.
I'm DC Paul because like my dad was DC. You know, my dad would. My last name is what it is, and like I don't want to go by Mr. That. You know what I'm saying? I sure don't.
He refuses to say his government on the show.
I don't want to go by Mr. That. I don't. And my daddy was like DC, who was like his DC was because he was Dwayne that, and he was the deputy chief of police, and so it was like 2 DCs.
You know people gonna be Googling this, right?
They gonna find out. Whatever. But, so I added the Paul, like, I ain't even as serious as that DC. I'm DC Paul with a capital L, like on some, let me make it weird, So I feel
like Horatio, that's your middle name, right?
Exactly. I feel like having a name that your own, you make something out of it, man. I'm trying that too.
My middle name is Wax, so I can't get
what it is. You said it. You shouldn't have said that.
My middle name
is
what?
Is Anthony. See, my mom was trying to be fancy, so she put, how you have Anthony. Buku dude's name is Anthony with the Y. My middle name is Anthone with an accent sign. She thought so it's Anthony. You heard me? But most times on documents they don't have an accent sign, so people be like, "What's up, Anthone?" And I'm like, "What the heck is an Anthone?"
Sherry, you was on that ghetto French stuff way back in the '80s. Anthony, you made that up, Miss Sherry.
Miss Sherry, we love you so much, Miss Sherry.
We love your son, but Anthony?
I am calling him Anthony.
Who does that?
That's why my middle name is Bats, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media.
I would much rather you be Martin Bats Bradford than Martin Anthony Bradford. I wonder if you would have taken Anthony and made that a stage like Anthony.
MB Anthony?
Anthony Bradford. Oh,
because you DC Paul as Horatio Del. I'm MB Anthony.
Oh.
Bats Anthony.
Now it's sexy. All of a sudden it's
you about
sexy.
to drop an album, an R&B album?
Oh,
all right, y'all. I'm going to say goodbye to my guest, Horatio Dell. But listen, April 1st, 3600 Desire Parkway from 10 a.m. until possibly 6 in the Parkway.
We're going until the need is done.
Until the need is done.
I want to say thank you for that, man.
Listen, absolutely. Thank you for that. I'm going to put you in contact with some other radio hosts on this show so other people can hear about what you're doing because it's important.
Right.
Get your jackets cleaned.
Yeah, because so many of us aren't educated on a lot of this stuff, especially legal matters.
And knowing that it's possible to have your record expunged.
Sure.
And we said it's free, right? Free.
Right. Free.
Nobody checking IDs. Nobody checking no cards.
Say that again. Nobody checking
IDs. We just gonna check it. You give us a name. You can go in really for somebody else, and like we did this last one. A mom came in for the son because the son was working. She just needed information. Because sadly, your jacket's public record.
Yeah.
So we can check.
So you don't even need ID. So y'all about whatever. Y'all just come on, get your jacket clean.
So
I can come and I can get Kyle's jacket clean. Kyle has to be there. I can be like, hey man, I'm here for me and 2 of my friends. Can we get our jackets cleaned all in one?
Well, if you say it like that, no, because you sound like
you're
up to something.
I'm here for me, and I have a friend who couldn't make it. Also, I got some
We'll
brothers.
give you the information so you can get him done so we can get moving.
Okay.
We're not gonna go through his business in front of you. We are attorneys.
So he said you have to be him.
Right.
But we'll give you the information so he can get it done. But we're not gonna give you their business. No.
Or you could pretend to be.
All right, man. All right. Thank you so much, Hardell.
No
bro.
problem.
That was good
Thank you for
information
having
to have, man. And you're gonna be back on this station telling some more people about this, because people need to know they can get their jackets cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't talking about the cleaners on what? Kyle, I didn't even introduce you yet, man. You keep into what? What? You came in late? No. No, man, it's not happening like that.
Kyle, I know you. We can talk.
That's Kyle Smith, my comedy homie, perpetually late mofo. I was gonna give you a proper intro in the top of the show. I was gonna give you a proper intro top of the show so people know who you are and where your joke's coming from. But we finna go on break in just a minute.
India Mack outside.
Right, I was just about to say that.
India Mack is outside. I guess she'll be on the mic with him in a minute. But when we come back, man, we got Madania Graves with One Social. He's dropping off his weekly sound select. He normally got a new dope song. I can say dope ass. He normally got a dope ass song that we can play on this show. I'm your host, DC Paul. If I swing to the right,
we're not swinging anything. We're not swinging anything.
All right, then just say your name then. Fine. What is it?
Oshun.
And then to my left.
It's boy Martin Bats Bradford.
Over there in the
one with the long tagline, just because Oshun didn't put one up.
Come on.
Going in with the buttery smooth vocals in your ear. You're feeling me. Anthony is all in you.
Come on, Anthony.
Oh, we be okay.
Come on, Anthony.
So wait, his tagline can be long, but I can't explain my thing?
You sure cannot.
That's inappropriate.
Especially to the right.
All right, so, and then over in the sound booth, who we got, man?
Always late, but always pretty.
Oh, come on, Kyle.
Yeah, know what, Kyle? You made up for it. I forgive you. We're going on break in a minute, y'all, in a second. And when we come back, we're going to have Madania Graves with the One Social Weekly Sound Select. And we're going to talk about some more what's going on out here on the Misbelief radio show here on WBOK. Call us, man, 260-9265. Tell us your misbelief story, or just act a fool with me, because I like to do inappropriate and childish things, and you can too on my radio show. Let's go to break.
Hop in your grandma fence.
That's CoolNasty. CoolNasty, I see you.
All right, so Holly said you can't win a whack middle name contest if I'm around. Centaurius trumps all.
Is your middle name really Centaurius?
Centaurius.
What is... Ow.
Tell Kyle we're downstairs to let India in.
Oh, right, India downstairs.
Wait, before you go, Mr. Horatio.
Yeah, man, you got to write some over the Facebook Live so the people get some more of it, so they know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got it earlier, but we can do it again.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry.
Just get the, is the number on this one? Oh, the number, yeah, get the number definitely. 504-529.
Wait, let's find it, there we go.
504-529-1000, extension 243. Call paralegal, call you on Monday morning, let you know what's going on. If you have any questions, you can call that number. If you have clean jacket or you just have any civil legal problems that you're looking for some assistance.
And these people got a date night. They ready to go.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you deserve a clean slate.
Thank y'all.
I step outside. This real business. Oh, hold on.
And you, Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah,
you made it even cooler. It's Mark Anthony and I feel your Cleopatra shit. What's that?
Anthony.
What's that?
Sound like a cologne.
Yo. Keeping it black on India Mack. I'm in this thing, you dig? Yeah. And look at my little Puerto Rican suave.
And you said you look like an Italian.
Italian. I said, what is he?
You know they got us cutting our hair for this play.
Why?
Because we're in the 50s.
See, they don't want y'all to be great.
I had to cut half my joint off. I still got a little something.
You could have had hair in the 50s. They had hair.
Okay.
They had hair. And a lot of them had a lot of hair.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, hey.
Now they might not have all this going on.
India, what's your middle name?
Alicia.
Alicia.
Alicia. Some people say Alicia,
yeah,
but it's not Alicia. It's Alicia.
I know Alicia too.
India,
I love that
Alicia.
name. That's so pretty. It's such a pretty name. My name is Oshun.
My grandmother was a poet. She liked things to sound nice, so it's India, Alicia.
I like that.
Yeah, but I cut all that off. I just go by India Mack, you know.
But I like your last name too.
What, Mack?
No, your real last name.
Irish name.
Al Pacino on his face looking like.
They just called him Italian.
Brother, what's that, boy?
You look. Let me tell you.
He looks like real.
If you put on like all black and just go post up, people be giving you money because they think you come to pick up the checks.
I've been listening, man. Much obliged.
They be like,
You're the young perspective. You know, come on, drop some now. You already know.
Yo, Tony.
Hey, Paulie, to his little self. Hey, Paulie, his little friend. What's going on, man? You acting like I can't say what I want to say.
I wish y'all could see just
because all the Italian movies say screwed up stuff like you treat me like half a fag, Paulie. What's going on? Like damn. Can't say that. I did
Nice couple of days.
Nice couple of days.
He did say.
Come over here, baby. You on my side.
You did say what you
got
said
a couple of haters. I know.
While we got some time to play around, give me your name right quick.
My name is a scarf called Quess.
And how long you been growing your locks?
Oh man, like 8-9 years, something like that, bro.
8-9 years?
Yeah.
And who does them? Who keep them up for you?
Sister Sawney at Copper Bamboo. Go holla at her.
And where they can find her at? Is that New Orleans?
That's the West Bank, the best bank. You already know. She got that good, beautiful clothes as well.
Please say
straight
that to
from
DC. Please tell him that you think the West Bank's the best bank. Okay,
I was just like saying the quotable, bro. I work on the West Bank. My mom on the West Bank, but I'm not even like. All right. I live up the street.
I feel you.
For the West Bank, though?
No. I want to fuck with him because he always shitting on the West Bank.
But nobody said anything about the West Bank being great. He said that Sony is great, and she
He
got
said
the
the West
fire
Bank, the
gear.
Best Bank. Did you
and
like?
she
Did you
keep
mentally
his hair
not hear him
on
say that?
lot. That's what he said.
He said the
You
West
didn't
Bank
hear
the
the West
best
Bank,
bank.
the Best Bank. You just like you so East Bank.
He didn't say that. And don't play nothing back. Don't go back in the feed. You don't have to do all that because I tell the truth. Now, copper bamboo. They hold it up. They keep me fly. I don't have jewelry on today though. But yeah, I bought my. I have to wear my Africa ring next week. I got that custom.
Say it again.
Okay?
What'd you wear to wear again?
Custom.
Say it again. Africa.
My Africa ring.
That's the New Orleans.
My Africa ring.
I'm sorry, I love this.
That's two because it has 2 C's in it.
You make it have 4 syllables.
Don't
scratch your beard at me.
Just got his haircut. Man, you look like a totally different person. Man.
Everybody say that.
You look. I ain't gonna tell you what you look like.
Tell him what he look like.
What do you look like?
I don't want to say it on live.
What do you look like?
I ain't gonna say it on live.
That's what live for?
Man.
What do you look like?
Man, I can't say that.
What
Tony
do you
Montana.
look like?
Tony Montana.
Yo, you look like a water coach. You look like you got a water coach.
Like
Like you did something wrong. You did something like you look like you just came off a water course.
You on the run and shit.
Like you trying to run. Yes. You stole somebody's money.
So you saying I look Columbine? That's what you're saying.
Not like that, bro.
Oh, so you sound
like
like
you a hitman.
You look like a hitman, bro. You
Yeah.
put on a suit right now.
I got some people looking for me. Yeah, you want to just be my bodyguard for me? I'll pay you.
Yourself, you look like a straight up hitman, bro. Like you put on a suit right now.
What the hell happened with your car? What with you?
We're gonna talk.
Looking good. You looking good though,
Talk about
man.
it.
You looking good. Though.
Because the French Quarter don't love me like I love them.
it's funny. Actually, I got it done for the play.
I got them.
What's up with you, man? What's on your shirt? What's that? Is there anything you
I'm
want
about to
to
go to
What's
Art
she
Badness, so
called?
this is in homage to the artists and shit, you know, like an Andy Warholian shout out and such, you know.
Nice, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Tell them where you from, all the way.
All the way from Brooklyn originally, you know. Uptown boy to the heart, you know, to the grizzle. But you know, by way of Ninth Ward, that's where my mama from. Eggar, Louisiana, that's where my grandma from, if you know, all the way. And Pop Dukes from Tallahassee to Foul and Nasty. So I'm all 3 of them.
If you don't know anything about Eggar, ladies and gentlemen, Eggar is where they're filming Queen Sugar, some of the things. Please don't go out there and blow it up.
Sunrise by Yahjah.
No.
I mean, like paparazzi don't blow up the scene.
Oh,
okay. Right, it's right out there with Yahjah and Denisa, all that. White Castle.
Hey, so if somebody's commercial playing, what it says? It ain't your commercial. Well, maybe.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is his
it's like the
Come on,
same.
man.
All the commercials they play, I like.
I don't want to start name dropping businesses, but I mean, you was good F with us. I'm just saying, the people,
You know who you are,
F with
yeah.
us. You know, come on, hit us up at bunch of advertising, man. Because we don't stop playing commercials, we're just playing music. Because y'all ain't effing with us like we have with y'all. I don't know. Are you swinging with the
I come here to ask questions, but I just don't want to be like
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, shit, I'm in a white room right now.
Is it commercials in the end?
Not right now. I'm coming to ask you what next?
Wait, why you rotate, Joe?
That's the kind of stuff you got to
Because and then whatever went on the list. Yep, I think a Bangas song would be great. You know, I'm all. Oh, the
Madania.
What's up, man?
You want to say something?
Hey, India. What's up, y'all? Any beautiful women out there? I'm single.
Okay.
You know.
That's how you really feel.
That's how I really feel.
Is that what we doing?
I don't have.
Oh, but by the way, man, so you should be at Speed Dating. We have a speed dating event.
Plug.
I'm coming.
I did that on purpose. I said that on purpose because it was a great segue.
All the I'm
Me
trying
and my
to see, like,
Geneva
if I'm
Joy,
going to
we
be
go
my
for
real
speed dating
self.
at 14 Parishes. It's on a Monday. I believe it's the 20th. It's called cuffing season.
We love both
and we're doing
of
it
your
once a
styles.
month. I'm going to let you know as soon as I find out what's going on with the Wi-Fi. As soon as I find out what's going on, I'm going to let you know when, what day, what time.
I'm cuffing something. I'm cuffing something.
It's on a Monday night. It's on a Monday night. It's on a 20th.
Madania, if you come, I'm not going. All right?
Why?
Because you over there with those prison muscles. And
Some women don't like that though.
I'm taking off everything.
I feel like I need a man who I feel like I could take down if I need to. You know what I'm saying?
You want a man you can take down?
All of that.
Or you want a man to snatch you up?
Oh, he just told you.
Let me tell you
Swing
something.
the camera.
Let me tell you something. I was just messing with you.
Yeah, you listen to the voice of the people. WBOK, 12:30 a.m. We'll be okay. All right, we're gonna turn it up and then turn it right back down. There you go. He turns it up to turn it right back down for me. That's my man Kyle Smith, y'all. Y'all are listening to the Misbelief radio show on WBOK 12:30 a.m. We'll be okay, and don't get nothing on you. I'm your host, DC Paul, and I don't have no sense. I've been swinging my thing. I've been swinging my thing this whole episode because we're in the swing of things, and when I swing my thing to the right side, they don't like it. So I'm just gonna politely say, who's my co-host to my right?
The most original, amazing, outstanding, miraculous, remarkable, startling, sensational, stupendous goddess that has ever been created in life, Oshun.
She's doing spoken word poetry as a tagline. Like, I just want you to say your name, right?
This is 2 weeks worth of tagline.
Save it. Put your phone on mute. That was you ringing? All right, but if I swing my thing to the left side, which I'm not supposed to do, but if I were to do that, who would it be pointing at?
It's your boy Bats in the building.
That's all? Okay.
Keep you on your toes.
Over there in the sound booth, what your name is? Doing pretty good, man. All right. And we got this is what's going on out here, which is another a segment where we talk about local news, talking points, events, things that's happening.
What's going on out here?
What's going on out here? We got my man, Quess Moore. He pretty much is what's going on out here.
He's a scribe himself.
A scribe called Quess. He goes by plenty names. One thing he's really known for is taking down NOLA.
Yeah,
This man put so much of his time and energy into getting these racist monuments taken down in the city. And
these racist ass statues taken down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. You made some progress, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm here to talk about, you know what I mean? First and foremost, it's good to be here. It's good to see some millennials representing. I just want to give y'all a shout out for doing that.
Y'all?
Y'all, as in you, my brother.
You're not a millennial?
I don't know if I qualify, bro. I'm like,
you born between 82 and 02.
See, bro, now you got me telling on my business.
Man.
But
you look so young, right?
That's because the black if don't crack it.
The black if never crack
it. I thought you were one of us. You're an outsider. Shame.
Yes.
Shame is upon you.
By just a little bit. Gen X, that's me. Okay. But by y'all, man, I mean just like, fellow black folk making it happen up in here and bringing that young energy and message to the peoples. We've been doing this work with taking down NOLA for about 20 months now. And, a lot of it is passed down to us from our elders. And what I'm most excited about seeing is, us pick up the torch and pass this on to the next generation coming on up. You feel me? So the work we've been doing since July 2015 has been specifically organizing actions and what have you to bring attention to the landscape that we live in. We know this landscape well. I heard y'all talking about last week. But what we find is as we start to scratch on the surface, we realize it's just that. It's the surface. It's deep in this town, And the symbols don't just stand there as symbolic or representative, but they reflect what our system really is, right? And we start to dig into that system, you have to see how nasty it is and why the corruption has always been what it is here. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking about people that have held a tyrannical regime for over 100 some odd years since the end of slavery very intentionally. They want you to know it. And they put all of them symbols up there as exclamation points on a long life sentence of oppression intentionally. And if you learn how to read it, then you start to realize, okay, well, I can get you. And what they banking on is that, that age-old adage of if you want to hide something from a Negro, put it in a book. You feel me? And this is a landscape that needs to be read. So if you're looking at this statue, you're taking pictures in front of this guy, in front of the federal court building, and you don't know that this is Edie White, who's a member of the Crescent City White League, which is the local version of the Ku Klux Klan, that they were responsible for the death of 3,000 black folks in the Colfax riot in 1873, the death of 11 black and white cops in 1874, that they put a monument to that as well around the corner, right in front of the W Hotel, right? And it's all around the town.
It's
right?
normalized.
It's normalized, exactly that. So, case in point, speaking of normalization, our Attorney General from right next door, Jefferson Beauregard Sessions, is named after two of the monuments that we're having taken down, right? And so none of this happens by mistake.
You're talking about these legacies are preserved inside of families. They're passed down generation to generation. They're given the stories, the little Johnny and little Susie, right? And little Jefferson, right? And when they internalize that and then they move up into the ranks they've already been built for because their forefathers were politicians and lived off of wealth that our ancestors bled for and gave our lives freely for, right? They create institutions that perpetuate the oppression. You feel me?
Wow.
So
I think I just caught a contact woke. I just caught a contact woke when he walked in the room. Like, man,
I think it's the first time we all was like quiet.
I mean,
we all were quiet and just
actually
listening.
I'd have to break the seriousness with some jokes because part of this show is to keep it lighthearted while still bringing the substance.
Absolutely.
And man, the heart got so heavy just now. We have a caller.
Yeah.
Who's that? Caller. Did somebody tell me we had a caller? What
there's some line that's beeping. I mean, Kyle got to figure out how to get it
quite in the swing of things. Things swinging all over the place. So you made some progress with taking down NOLA recently, right? Tell us about it.
We've made some progress with it. So, like I said, 20 months of organizing that really picks up on generations of organizing that preceded it, right? So, in that 20 months time, we organized for about 5 months, and in 5 months, this is record time, we got city council to vote 6-1 to have 4 of the monuments removed. Right. Those 4 are the ones that Mitch Landrieu presented back in July of, I believe it was June of 2015. What's important about that is, yeah, we did that in 5 months, but we capitalized on a moment of high awareness, high tension around race in the country, and he did the same. He did what he did in response to Dylan Roof. All right, so we all know that if it wasn't for Dylan Roof, it wasn't, no Confederate flag coming down to South Carolina, and it wasn't going to trickle and make ripples all around the country. So, being the wannabe progressive that our mayor is, he jumped out what he like to think is ahead of the bullet and, said, okay, we're going to bring these 4 down. What's important to know about that is when he did so, that's a nice statement he did, nice gesture. He had an awesome speech, right? But none of this stuff holds up in a court of law if you don't have some kind of law behind it. The law that was behind it was put in place by organizers that organize with us to this day, right? And that's an ordinance that I can't remember the name or the number of, but it basically says, and this is in place in New Orleans, and this is why I really need, us to get activated around it. It says that any symbol in the city that represents the supremacy of one group over another, the inferiority of a group, has a right to be removed.
Right.
Which is a Pandora's box law waiting to be acted upon. It means anytime that we get ready to take to the street and make them answer to their own law, they have to pull down half of the city.
Yeah, because I just read this, that the lampposts along the new streetcar line on Rampart, along the base of those lampposts, they commemorate different domination periods in the state of Louisiana. On one side is the point where Spain dominated. On one point is where France dominated. There's a point of American domination, but there's a point of Confederate domination. And it's only 4 years, 1861, 1865.
Yeah.
They devoted a whole side of all the light posts along the streetcar line to those 4 years of Confederate domination.
And some of that's history, and there's the whole historical preservation argument stuff got to stay up because we're a living museum, and that's great, and that's fine, and that's and some of it's celebration.
Well, when you get to that, what you said, historical preservation, it's not like we got a whole bunch of. But what if a whole bunch of Jewish kids was going to school named after Hitler? Absolutely. We wouldn't be whooping that, be preserving, and that's history. Screw that history. Certain times you got to move past it. Exactly. That was the point of these laws, getting new laws coming into action, taking place to get us to new places, right? I mean, that's the point.
Yeah, okay, and on top of that, like Robert E. Lee never set foot in New Orleans, right? So that's not our history.
Right.
On top of that, we got all kind of amazing history right here in New Orleans that we should be celebrating. Shouts out to my man Malik. I just saw he posted on IG. They got a second line Indian celebration tonight of Sam Malo. Sam Malo was one of our greatest Maroons ever. He left slavery. He created his own colony. If you tried to come into his space, it was off with your head. And eventually they hung him right there in Place d'Armes, which is today Jackson Square. Yeah. So if you want to take Andrew Jackson down, which is another one that got to go, which is why we say we're only just getting started, put one up a Sam Malo.
Straight up. What about Charles DeLong? It was
Charles DeLong.
Come on, straight up.
He had 11 slave revolt.
We had to find out about a slave revolt in Louisiana on our streets that ended on Canal Street of all places. Through a play we had to learn this.
You ain't gonna learn that in school.
Straight up.
Got one book on it that some renegade scholar came up with. So shouts to that scholar, Albert Thrasher. Shouts out to Malcolm Suber, Leon Waters, the people that brought us that knowledge and information. Because people like Malcolm, for example, didn't just sit on the knowledge. They said, okay, boom, city, you gonna change these names, right? And so from like 90-something. I came here like 93. And from there to about 2007, 27 school names were changed.
Right.
So this has been done quietly. But we're saying this don't need to be done quietly. This is a cultural transformational moment. So what we're doing on March 23rd, this Thursday coming up, Cafe Istanbul, we got a town hall. We're going to talk about the history of how the people made this happen, not how it just came out the blue or how Michelangelo was responsible. We know for a fact that even on December 10th, 2015, they weren't about to have that hearing. We put a meme out on IG. You can go check the Take Them Down NOLA IG, where we shamed and blamed City Council for sitting on their behind after all these city officials and commissions had already made the decision to remove them. So it's from our push.
I need to repeat that the time, date, and location of this.
Yeah, my bad. I'm gonna get back to that, but I just want to make the point. Like, we're gonna show all those details in terms of like there were strategic, specific things we did that made the city get off their hands, that made them get off their feet and actually do something. And we want people to know that like this is not happening by mistake. It's happening because they were scared. When they set up the hearing in the first place on December 10th, it was because we did an action on Bayou Classic November 28th. We put a Klan's hood on Edie White's head. Oh. Now, that didn't last for so long, but it went digital. Right. And before you know it, a letter came out from the city saying, okay, we're finally going to talk about this thing that Mitch had introduced way back in June, and they had let sit, right? And then we watched the court case happen for 15 months. So come out on March 23rd, and we're going to get into the details of that whole trajectory and then talk with y'all about our next steps. But ultimately, we want to see a second line for this. We want to see like everybody in the city celebrating this. Like, this is a big deal. We got to celebrate the fact that, you know, we did this, and we can do so much more besides even just statues. But I'm talking about changing the minimum wage. I'm talking about we're the #1 prison capital in the world's history.
In the world.
History.
Wait, pause. Let's see if this caller coming through. Who is this? Does it come through like this? I guess not.
That's March 23rd. What time and where?
6:30 Cafe Istanbul.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me see what day that falls on. What is that?
That's going to be Thursday.
Thursday, March 23rd, Thursday. Do we have a caller or not?
We have two, but I'm not sure how this is connected.
Okay, we'll turn off the dial tone. All right, y'all. Quess more, man. So do you have a misbelief story?
Man, I knew y'all was gonna hit me with this, bro. Say, bro, I'm like I told you, I have absolutely no misbelief story. Honestly, this has been a teachable moment because I didn't know what the hell a misbelief was. My misbelief story is this though: taking the Bangas backyard hangout. And you and India was sitting back there with this little orange mason jar. Yeah, and I got right.
Man. That's all you can say on the radio. We can't say nothing but like, yeah. That counts as a misbelief story.
It tasted wonderful.
It's supposed to. Thank you so much, man.
Absolutely.
Man, Quess, you doing so many things in this city, bro. Right. Like you have so many slashes to your name.
The slash, man.
First, you are a
poet.
Slash.
Before anything, educator.
Slash.
Actor,
slash,
activist,
slash,
you know what I'm saying?
Playwright,
yeah,
slash.
that too. You know, life lover, all that.
Teacher, educator.
Are you a jojoba specialist? You like your jojoba's witness? Boy, you do lots of glorious. Boy.
Oh man, get out of here, man.
Get out of here. No, you get out of here. All right, y'all.
Don't do it like that.
Quess more, man. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, you'll be back.
Yeah,
we're gonna have something. You have some new developments, and we're gonna update our listeners to what Quess more got going on. You might not be a millennial, but we F's with you tough.
Man.
Tough,
man.
man.
We right across the fence, bro.
Yes. Yes.
You know what? Is it time to go on? It's 8 o'clock. It's the top of the hour. We're going to take one more break because when we come back, we're going to have Madania Graves.
Yeah, man.
You know what? He dropped off a song by Denisa. What song is it?
No. Song. It's live.
No.
Okay, so at the last break, we played I See You by CoolNasty. We played Sunrise by Yahjah. People was like, oh, who is this? Then you asked who that was? Like, so that was a shout out to them. And 2 dope songs that got played. We finna play It's Love by Denisa. When we come back, we're gonna talk to Madania Graves from One Social. And this is The Misbelief with your host DC Paul and friends. Let's go and go to break real quick, brother. Hey, with hot sizzle.
Quess. Someone said slash chocolate drop.
Yeah, all that chocolate drops. Yes, that happens.
All right, man. So March 20th. So it's March 23rd, Thursday. And is any other extra things that you couldn't get on the radio you want to say live?
Come through. You know what I'm saying? Come through. I'm not just like mouthing off. I really want to see you there. I really want to talk further. I want this to become our thing. You feel me? Right now, it's it's a lot of people that's this affects. It's not directly invested in. So I want to see y'all out there. Come through. Much love.
What buttons to press? All right, brother. This is the brother who was originally when I first met him. him on Team
Doesn't matter how many times he
Teams.
shows me, I still have to do
It's
it
been a long
myself.
time coming. Brother still out there doing poetry.
I know what it is. I know
Still
what it is
working.
when
I remember when he first came to me with the petition to sign for taking down NOLA. It was at Exhibit B, me and Martin.
Wow, back in the G, that's right. Speaking of poetry, I got a book out, Sleeper Cell. I didn't plug that. Hit me up, social media, Scribe called Quess. You get copy.
So when I get to that point, I got
Thank you, my man.
But
Yeah,
until that
absolutely,
time, nigga, bear with me, bro.
Respect this, Quinton.
I know. It's whatever though.
It's like, damn, but
I'm here.
Boogie or something.
Dude, gone now.
So you
I'm
don't
here.
produce your play?
I appreciate you, my man. I do.
Nah.
Why? I want to read.
We got like two different things. We got the serious Quest letting you know the real deal. We got my man's Kyle going off in the back. It's a party. Tell your friends.
Oh, he gonna be at cupping season, y'all. Monday, the 20th. He's gonna be there. So if you want him, come get on that table.
It's what? This Monday coming up?
Come sit at the table. You can get on the table.
This Monday coming up.
Don't be like me. That's why I have two children. Don't be like me. Don't get on the table.
Single and
Stay off the
ain't
tables.
just single black no more. Now it's all inclusive. But it's an all hetero event. So all single heteros, come on out to 14 parishes. We're gonna do a different version.
It's
at
on the
another time,
27th.
But this one,
All heteros? That's gay.
It's on the 27th.
No, we're gonna specifically have one for LGBT audiences, but I mean honestly, this one is for guys who want to date girls and girls who want to date guys.
DCA trying to set y'all up. Some gay people show up like straight up. What's up for us?
It's not
this
this
time.
one, but
Not
stay
this
tuned
one.
for the next one.
Because everybody gotta get some love.
Everybody get some love, and that's real life.
You can do it all at one time. Just separate the room. I think you could do it all at one time. Just separate the room. You know, just have it. You know, on the side on it. You know what I'm saying? Like separate it.
You want segregation.
It's not. It's about choice. It's about choice.
We're gonna mix it and figure it out.
Do you? Some people like to hop around.
Keep me going. No, keep me going. Goddammit. I appreciate it.
Hey,
Yeah,
back.
two
You
kids.
go outside.
Talk about that slapback.
Go outside, holler at Sean.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
We gotta make sure we get Quest back here again because my dude has so much to talk about, so much to teach. You feel me? We got so much more to pick the brain. We didn't have enough time to really rock it with the homie like we
I just want to kick it and listen to the jokes and shit, man.
All
Y'all
the ladies
funny
out there, I'm gonna just put these two chocolate brothers together for y'all.
Y'all coming to cupping season too?
That's all.
I could promote this. Y'all coming to cupping season?
But like, yeah,
What it
straight
is,
up.
I'm coming.
Get more on your social
At
media.
the last cup,
Yeah,
I was at the last
Quest,
couple
IG, Twitter, no Facebook. Too real for Facebook. They kicked me off, but you can find me everywhere.
They kicked you off?
Since I was wondering, I was looking for you.
Facebook don't deserve you.
They don't. They
Yes,
don't. I'm so
Wait,
beyond
they kick
that.
you off?
Facebook, you don't deserve this
They was
podcast, brother.
they was sending-
They said
I
I
mean-
violated community standards and.
Oh, by being too black?
Oh, I did
Basically,
see that because we was trying to get the monument committee taken down.
No.
They was
That
sending
was
death
different
threats
because
to
they were
us.
sending
I
me
don't
death
understand.
threats.
Yeah, so them-
They
yeah.
didn't violate community standards, but I did. For some
Yeah,
reason.
that's
crazy
crazy.
to
We
me.
was trying to get them taken off and taken down.
When I saw that, I was like, not thinking.
I did hear that.
That's some whole fuck shit that y'all trying to fight.
Fuck shit.
Y'all trying to fight to do what? To keep up monuments that you know is oppressive. To
You
keep
know what's
up
the irony?
bullshit.
Y'all calling Facebook fuck shit on Facebook Live.
Fuck you, Facebook.
Yeah, some fuck shit.
That's
Dog,
how
my
we
dude
feel.
getting death threats from freaking racist, crazy motherfuckers, and he get banned.
That's crazy. Mark Zuckerberg. You heard it here first, baby.
So we're gonna do
You need to come on to Misbelief.
I mean, then we're gonna do some what's
Come
going on.
get this work.
Mark Zuckerberg. Oh wow.
Wow, Mark Zuckerberg. You just came up with that?
No, I did actually.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm trying to take my copyrights now. Said I live.
I could just why you said Zuckerberg and I said
really
Zuckerberg.
Oh, that's.
I said sucker bird. I'm not trying to be, anti-kill.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sucker bird.
Sucker bird ass.
No,
motherfucker.
yeah, you can say sucker bird, man. Sucker bird. Sucker bird ass motherfucker. All right, yeah, it's my Facebook Live. I say shit like that on Facebook.
Oh, that's your Facebook Live?
This is.
Yeah, that's it.
Yo, what's up, Hotep's people? Slim Hotep. Keep supporting this guy. He's a good guy. He's a good fucking guy. He's a good, funny guy. You know?
Let it run.
Yo, I'm about to perform at Dancing Grounds in like 40 minutes. 50
You know,
minutes.
10 minutes ago I said anything else you want to tell us, let us know.
I forgot, man.
And you coming up with new stuff like every 5 minutes.
Son, it's a slash king, bro. You got so much going on. You gotta figure it out.
I'm about to slash and cut out this motherfucker. Y'all can see me at 2525 Sanctuary. I got books for sale as well.
Thank you again, brother.
Author, like what, man? My fucking dog, man. Hey, man. Inspiration right
You
here.
gotta
We go
play
back.
produce. You in the midst of nothing but thespians right now. He gotta play and you never produce. Like, what's up with that?
Oh, I'm so happy you remember that. Yo, yeah, I got to play on deck as soon as I finish all this
You just
organizing.
said it.
while
He said play right. I'm like, what play? I don't know about a place.
Oh, somebody tell you about? Yeah. As soon as I started this organizing shit, it just.
Oh, no, I'm about to roll outside.
So what's going on with?
I just need some time, baby. I'm gonna make it happen.
No,
You know, make it happen. It's in the plans. It's in the 2017-18 plans.
all right, cool. We're gonna look out for that. We're gonna look out for that, definitely. I got some new stuff coming up. I have a I'm doing my first full-length dance piece.
What?
December.
When? In December?
Yeah, it's coming out in December. I don't have all of these.
Oh, okay, but you know that's what we doing.
It's in the words. That's what I'm doing.
Hey,
I haven't seen you dancing
give a
so
quick pause
long.
I'm actually not dancing. I'm choreographing. I might do one piece.
Mr. Perry says, "Hey, India Mack, I'm so proud of you. You are knowing what choices to make in life."
Who's it?
Lisa Perry.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Miss Perry.
You dust off them dancing shoes.
That's all my dancing shoes.
Come through. Jesus.
And I really can't dance. That was horrible.
In high school, India used to dance for every function. Her and Brandon Learson.
Yeah.
Y'all used to dance for
Yeah,
everything.
Brandon, where are anybody
know.
know Brandon
I
Learson?
know.
Tell him, hit me up. I still have the same number I had in high school. I probably shouldn't say that.
She got the
I
same
probably
number she had in
shouldn't
high
even
school.
tell people. I still have the same cell phone number I had in high school. I do. And
That mean all your old booze got your number.
sweetheart, I don't have old boobs.
You don't
I
have
don't
old
do
boobs?
no. I actually don't date a lot, contrary to what everybody believes.
Who believes that about you, though?
They be like,
I
I know
feel
you.
like you're too busy.
Actually, I don't.
I feel like you're too busy. Like
I play around a lot. I be
Right.
like, yeah, because you know my trades. And
Right.
But
I
I'm
feel
really
like you
lying
got
when I
your
say
shit
something like
together.
that.
I
You
feel
gotta
like
keep
you got
old
it
booze
going on.
though, so you can go back to it every once in a while.
If I had old, didn't you just see me say I don't have no
Just
damn
that.
old
No,
boobs?
but
I don't
I
have no
was-
repertoire like that. I don't hold on to these. Move!
I can't do it.
Look, he's trying to make me he's trying to put me in a situation that don't exist. This is why I don't be dealing with these men up in here. All of them get on my nerves. Not Joseph, though. Joseph is my baby. I love him. He don't get on my nerves like the rest of them. Now, we come back. We're gonna be talking about what's going on out there. Talk about a few events that's going on tonight that's already started. We have March Madness. Actually, Brian was here last week on the show promoting it. It ends at 10 o'clock. We need to go out and see that. It's at Cafe. Hold up. I got it on my phone, y'all. Hold on. Let me tell you where it is so y'all can know.
In the meantime, in between time, where did you get your hoodie from?
I got this hoodie. Oh, I love my hair. Everybody, if you are a millennial, you know where this image comes from. This was Sesame Street, and the little girl saying, "I love my hair. I love my hair." And I bought this online at Black and Proud.
Black and Proud.
Yeah, Black and Proud. I have so many. I buy so many sweatshirts and t-shirts and.
Oshun, what was that?
What?
It's at the John Mitchell Center.
Oh, the John Mitchell Center. Shout out to Gia, my friend Gia Hamilton. She's the director of the John Mitchell Center. I love you, Gia.
I love you too, Gia. I love you, Gia. We need to work on a project together soon. Put some black girl magic on it. But there's Jessica Strands there, Courtney Buckley, Brian Brown, and Paris Armand. They're all there showing it. I went last year. It was real nice. It's going.
The WBOK app? No.
Let me download it.
Did y'all get that phone stuff fixed? Or how to get the phone?
I have them on my phone.
Close that door.
Oh, we going back now?
End of day is 10:15 tomorrow.
Yeah, you know.
I said 9. I got rehearsal tomorrow from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Test. I'm on. What's up, y'all? This is DC Paul, and you will listen to TheMisbelief, a show where millennials do millennial things. We talk about what's going on out here. And I'm sitting here with a colorful cast of some interesting people. To my right, what's your name, Mama?
Hi, everyone. My name is Oshun. I'm an Aries with a Gemini rising and a Scorpio moon.
Oh my God. How you know? How you know where the Scorpio moon was at? All right, and to my right, to my left, what's your name? Home Skillet.
It's your boy Martin Bass Bradford. Is it?
All right. And then over there in the booth, my man, what's your name?
Shouts out to the Pisces.
It's a birthday too, man. Shout out to the Pisces. Martin's birthday was yesterday.
We're sharks. We're sharks. We're not fish.
So possibly the coolest person in the room right now is over there. He's here representing One Social. What's your name, my man?
Oh, what's up, man? I'm Madania Graves.
Got the nerve to be cooler than me.
With the last name, his real last name is cool. I'm Madania Graves.
I wish I was as cool as you, man.
I need a stage name to be cool. You just be.
Hey, man, just take my name, and that could be your stage name.
I could be Madania, son.
On stage.
And then take everything that comes with that you already built, and I just take it and just run with it. Boy, you ain't sitting up with a thing. We finna go places.
I got lawyers for that.
What? Well, we should talk.
Well, we have a ratio here.
You just offered it to me on the air and it's on record. So
Whoa.
I can take your name, make it my stage name. I'm gonna do like Rick Ross did, and just okay. So you you represent One Social. You just dropped off that weekly sound select by your girl Denisa. That song was called "It's Love," right?
Yeah, with Hot Sizzle.
That was nice, man. Hot Sizzle, the voice of the beat. I did a show with Hot Sizzle. And taking the Bangas.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, man, he's funny too, man. We had a little ribbon session. He got me. He got me. He funny.
You know, Hot Sizzle also did what is that? The Drake song. Drake used part of his.
So here's the thing, right? So I heard him. He sang at that Taking the Bangas show, and I was like, oh, Hot Sizzle, I didn't know you could sing. He's like, what you mean? I'm the Drake of bounce music. I was like, wait, I didn't know anybody had ever made that claim to be Drake of bounce music. But then, like, I think he made a mention to his writing credits, and I was like, I saw he got a writing credit with Drake.
Yeah.
So shout out to Hot Sizzle, man.
The song,
the voice of the beat and the Drake of bounce music. What song that was?
You wrote that.
Back to so.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right because I get it because Drake sampled that.
Drake sampled it. Yeah.
Okay.
So you gotta give credit.
That is what. And shout out to Hot Sizzle for getting that credit, man. So
which exactly what we gonna talk about?
Perfect segue into what we talking about. Royalties. What you got?
That's the name of the song. Is Child's Play.
Oh, Child's Play. That's the name of the
song. We don't play that song when I was going. We was dropping the Hot Sizzle lyric. That really counts.
You know you gotta give them 9 cents because you said.
Because I said she wrote that like I didn't you actually the one that said it.
So I gotta give them 9 cents now.
And I didn't drop nobody's song name because I don't know these songs. Okay.
There we go.
But you gonna tell us something about royalties and protecting your artistic? Because we talked a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Somebody had the what's it called, intellectual property stolen. Yeah, it was thievery. They stole We Live from Big Chew and put them on T-shirts and tried to make money off of it, right?
Right.
So how can an artist prevent that?
So one of the things I wanted to talk about today was basically making people aware that when you're entering the music industry or any industry that you're in, there's also other jobs you can take on other than just being the artist, right? Mm-hmm. So everybody can't be a Rihanna, everybody can't be a Beyonce.
No.
Right? everybody can't do that.
No,
but we can have.
Do that?
What?
I thought people would. Okay, I thought people you couldn't do certain things, but you're like, okay, continue.
but you can have many the dreams, right? You can have many Brian Michael Cox.
We're talking songwriters.
We talking about songwriters. We talking about producers. We talking about even photographers. That's in the music industry. That's in the entertainment industry. You can be a photographer and make a lot of money in this industry, right? One of the artists that I often look at is The Dream, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people know The Dream as an artist, but few people really know The Dream as, I don't want to say few people, but a lot of people don't know that The Dream wrote Blame It on the Alcohol. He wrote 1+1 with Beyonce.
Single Ladies, right?
Single Ladies.
To the left, that's Neo, huh?
Neo is actually my second artist.
I'm sorry, I'm jumping you. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. He also co-wrote Umbrella, Rihanna's Umbrella. No Church in a While, Beyonce song.
Love that song.
Hit after hit.
And Holy Grail. Off of that one song, the Rihanna song, he made $15 million.
That was a big one.
Just off of writer's credit. He also wrote one of the the largest selling singles of all time, of history, and that's, anyone want to take a guess?
Single ladies.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Dilla or something.
The
What
Dream?
you
The Dream. He was part of the writing team.
Oh.
Baby.
Justin
Bieber.
So I guess what you're saying is, you need to diversify your artistry because even as like a comedian, I dabble in other things.
Yes.
So even as singers,
you have to be
photographers, stylists, whatever. Even as an actor, my man, you're an actor, you're a podcast host.
Yeah.
Writer.
You handsome. That's a thing. So continue about diversifying.
Yeah, it's very important that you diversify. A lot of the artists that you see now that's coming out, when you ask them like, oh yeah, is this the only song you've ever been writing, or you just want to stay an artist? You know how interviewers always ask that question.
Yeah.
They go into, nah, I think I got a clothing line I want to drop, or nah, I produce my own beats. For some of the songs that you hear, which is also great too, because you get a bigger piece of the pie when you're a producer and an artist, right? In today's time, the current rate for mechanical royalties is 9 cents. So, if you was to write a song, and if that song was to be played over terrestrial radio, streamed live, performed live, or even repeating certain words in that song to make money, they owe you 9 cents.
Like sampling. Mm-hmm.
Like sampling.
Like
she
wrote that thing like a
yeah.
So what is it, like 9 cents every time it's played?
Yeah, 9 cents every time.
Like
okay, so shout out to Hot Sizzle, man.
And
because that song is getting radio play. I don't know the name of it, and we ain't got it. It don't even matter because Hot Sizzle lyrics was in
But
it.
you also have to register with BMI also.
So
as also part of having a business together.
Right. So registering, exactly. When you register with BMI, you then register your music and all your copyrights and your likenesses. So it can be tracked, right? So you can start receiving some of those 9 cents. This is how we tell, when you look at SoundScan, right? One of the agencies that tracks music and sales. When you look at that, this is how we can tell if a song goes diamond, right? Which is over 10 times platinum. This is how we can tell if the song is one of the biggest in history, which Baby is. It went 12 million sold. And it's been streamed over, I think, 803 million times. This was like 3 years ago. Was that
that sounds like nothing because that song was
right. Yeah. So we're well within the billions. No, yeah, we're well within the billions of time to stream. So he's getting paid for that.
Nice. Nice dream.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But
people get money out.
What was that number you said off of that? You said 15 million.
Yeah, so
and there's artists that's not making that.
Right? Yeah, that was one song, and that wasn't even the biggest song.
Right.
That was Umbrella. Umbrella arguably was a huge song at the time, but that was one check.
Right.
Oh. That was one check, right? But he's gonna continue to get money off of all the songs he write if commercials use them. If we play them on the radio,
if I say she wrote that thing like a soldier, she wrote it like a soldier.
And if you was making money,
So now I owe her Sizzle 9 cents.
But what you're saying, we need more spotlight on, because that's the thing. Most people just go for what they know. Like what you saw the blueprint. Oh, I think I'm a rapper, I'm making money. Oh, I need to get my clothing line. I need to get my shoes. Instead of we need to put more spotlight on the cast that's writing and making that guap. Right. The engineers that's turning them dials and really making that guap like every hour on these rappers as they record. It's so many more jobs. It's making more than the actual star.
Yes, exactly.
That's making more than a star that we don't even know about, hear about, and our kids ain't even hearing about, and they don't even know what to ascribe to be.
One of the most famous songwriters of all time is Sir Paul McCartney. Right? He wrote, he wrote a lot of the Beatles catalog. Right? He didn't write every song, but he wrote some of the biggest hits like Blackbird, a few other songs.
He got one song to drop, but how you gonna name drop this man on one of his hits?
Well, Paul McCartney? No, man. He's crazy. But artists like him, you know, he sold off piece of the Beatles catalog to Michael Jackson back in the 80s. And anyone want to guess how much Mike purchased that for?
Oh, Michael actually didn't pay very much for it, but it's worth buku. Yeah, I've heard this, man. Michael was okay.
It's about $40 million he paid for. I think it was 50% of the Beatles catalog, and then Sony. The actual value of that catalog ballooned to over $1 billion, and then Sony came back and brought it from the estate once Mike died for a little bit over $500 million.
Oh,
right.
Man, kids rich.
Gotta get your money in order, man. Think about publishing, people. Think about writing.
You know what I was thinking about, man? So Soulja Boy wrote, "Hop up out the bed, turn my swag on, take a look in the mirror, say what's up." You know how many people have sampled that lyric and had to give him songwriting credits? Willow Smith, Beyonce. Those are just two big ones, but I'm sure so many other rappers and people have said something like that in their song.
Well, certain times you can get away with that as a rapper if you flip it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I know what you're saying. Like if you do it the exact same way, cadence and you have some money.
And also, man, I like that you talked about diversifying your artistry, man. Like absolutely, you know, like Martin got an IMDb page. Don't it list you as a director and an actor and a writer?
Yeah.
Hey, I have one of those.
You got an IMDb page?
I do.
What does it list you as?
Well, I'm listed as a still photographer for. I worked with Dewey Gerard.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. We got some to that, man.
I don't have an IMDb page either.
Whitney Houston, I have nothing.
My Facebook page proves that I'm a clown, and then that's the only title I pretty much have.
Well, you know, one of the most hard-working cats in New Orleans right now, though. I say that you're busy as a mug.
I try.
Yo, you're pretty funny though, bro.
You seen him live? Have you seen these? I'm gonna give him this. Let's give him this on air. DC Paul is actually, we give him crap when we say he be okay, but no, he's really funny live.
Thanks, man, because I got a show this Tuesday at Bar Redux.
Go see that.
It's actually it's a sexy bingo show hosted by my girl Geneva Joy. My man Kyle is gonna do a set. I'm gonna do a set. And really, honestly, any Wednesday at the Jazz Market from 9 to 1, that thing be so lit.
Yes.
I host it. I will have you laughing, but the band will have you dancing. You'll be jamming. It is the place to be on Wednesday nights with CoolNasty.
And so many artists, from singers to poets to rappers.
Comedians.
It's just a great...
It is...
Also Wednesday at the Jazz Market too. If any artists are out there listening, please come and see me this Wednesday at the Jazz Market. I am creating an artist kind of log, right? So I want to take all those artists and each month do a powwow, do a get together with all of those artists that we have there, because it's been many a nights I've seen people leave after that Wednesday night and someone says, well, who was his name again?
So you know what? I mean, because I maintain the list there, and I save the list every week. I do cross names out, but I can start having people next to their name, leave an email address, or social media handle, because I write. If you look at the list, at the top of it, it has CoolNasty's handles, it has my handle, all the hashtags that we use, because I want them to follow me, and I also want to follow them.
Exactly.
Like I met a bunch of artists there, and after seeing them on social media, I became fans of their work, and that's pretty much what the Jazz Market is about, man.
And the city is already a cornucopia of creativity.
I thought you was going to say, cunnilingus of creativity. I was going to say, boy, you can't say cunnilingus on the radio.
You can't say cunnilingus.
Yes, of course you can. We just said it thrice. So
you said cunnilingus rice?
Don't.
Get some cunnilingus rice. Cunnilingus rice.
It's rubbing off. It started out with one, now we got three.
That's what's going on out here. Oshun, what else going on out here, baby?
Well, a lot of things. This is a time where spring is coming, so New Orleans is about to be what? Popping.
What?
Popping.
So what's happening tomorrow, though? Super Sunday.
Super Sunday is tomorrow, so everything that I'm going to talk about today is in reference to them Indians.
Them Indians are coming?
Them Indians, yes. So, so now what's going on out there? I mean, out here. Don't get confused.
Right.
On Wednesday, the 22nd at 8 p.m. at Bar Redux, it's going to be free admission. They will be screening 3 of my favorite Indian documentaries. Keeper of the Flame, Hail to the Queens, and Bury the Hatchet film documentary will be played.
Shout out to Bar Redux, man. That's at 801 Poland Avenue. I'll be there on Tuesday. I'm there every Tuesday. Every Tuesday we're there doing a comedy show. But on Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, the 22nd, you say, they're screening 3 movies about them engines.
And they will have a question and answer period followed after with Big Chief Brian and Big Chief Alfred.
Oh, I know Brian. I believe his last name is Nelson.
Harrison.
Oh, that's what I meant to say, because we're Facebook friends. I know, yeah, you know. Okay, that's what I meant to say, man. Speaking of
nonsense.
Right, I shouldn't have even tried it. I should have just left him at Big Chief Brian. But speaking of them engines, man, tomorrow, Super Sunday, I'm supposed to march with the Wild Chopper Toolists and my boy Gizmo. With me, I'm the tambourine man. As soon as somebody tell me when and where we going to be at, I'll probably be there before y'all, honestly. Yeah, I'm calling y'all out for not communicating with me.
You look like the perfect tambourine. You need a beard. That's all you needed, a tambourine.
The last 2 years, the last year I marched with him, one time I had a cowbell, second time I had a tambourine. I beat that thing so hard I had blisters in my hand. But I felt like I was like keeping it going with the hi-hat. I just had them. So tomorrow, man, tomorrow morning, them engines going to be somewhere. I'm going to be somewhere with them with the tambourine. You can see me out there. I'm beating that thing to death. Beating that tambourine till all the pieces fall off. So that's what's going on out here, man. Martin, what else going on out here, brother?
All right, man, what else going on out here, man? Mayor Landrieu is about to recant that 3 a.m. curfew he was trying to put up on everybody. The Landrieu administration is removing a key component from its proposed citywide safety plan after encountering resistance from the hospitality sector. The mayor no longer intends to ask the New Orleans City Council to require bars shut down their doors at 3 a.m. Deputy Mayor Ryan Burney said Tuesday. So yeah, man, I mean, we could get into the whole story, but that's the main thing about it, man.
And good, man. That's stupid.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Dude, it was crazy. Initially, they was gonna have them bars stay open for a minute, and then how in the city like New Orleans? This New Orleans, like you dig. That's one of the reasons why people come here is to, we about to have fun. The bars is open. We about to get lit. About to get messed up all night. We going in because most clubs, most every place else, 2 a.m. is over. You know what I mean? We it's us, Vegas, and New York or something that's just known for people just being up. You can't eliminate that if you want tourists to actually come here because you're scared. Because these cats should be shooting on Canal Street sometime. You can figure some other way out to get that together, but don't make every bar have to suffer. Everybody have to suffer. 3 a.m. curfew. If the bars shut down, people still can get shot. Like I don't see how that's stopping people from getting shot. I'm gonna go put a curfew on the bus. So yeah,
I'm glad it didn't last so long, man. It just happened on January 24th is when they put this plan.
Yeah, everybody says screw that.
So yeah, exactly, man. You're good. Good. That's stupid, man. That's going on out there. Yeah. Well, I mean, it didn't. I don't think it went into effect. It was a plan, and then it was a recant of a plan, which is just good. You didn't even try it because it wouldn't have worked. Who would have listened? Exactly. How many police would have been having to go like door to door? Like, hey, y'all still open? Okay, well, close. You know, get out of here.
And if you're still inside, you good though. That was the whole other flip. So if you make it to the bar before 3 a.m., you can just chill in that mud.
Okay.
The doors gotta stay
really
closed. Like
that's great. Okay.
Son.
And that's what's going on out here. Kyle, you got something what's going on out here? You got something for us?
Yeah. That's not out here. That's not local.
All right. So
rest in peace, Chad Berry.
All right, so then let's just...
Wait, hold up, man. Birdman responded to Rick Ross. Yes. Birdman responded to Rick Ross. I heard about that beef.
Well, I didn't caught up on what the first thing was.
Well, apparently, man, Rick Ross, he just dropped the album here, and he came on one of them songs, man. He came at Birdman, you dig? And see, at first this wasn't gonna be no out here news, cause Rick Ross coming at Birdman. Rick Ross ain't from here, but Birdman from here. You feel me? That's out here. So the song's called "Idols Become Rivals," and he came at him about everything about pay your producers. He came at him about the Lil Wayne situation. He came at him about screwing over DJ Khaled. He came at him. Man, Ross was just coming at him. He said, "I used to look up to you. First time I met you, I saw that your watch was fake. It's like." You feel me? He just was coming at Birdman, and I'm like, oh Lord, don't get shot, Ross. Birdman crazy, like come on, man, Birdman crazy. So Birdman responded. He said, I'm gonna have to take out the curse words because Birdman is only eloquent in the way that Birdman is.
Right.
So we finish as we got.
Like with goons talk. You know how bald men with goons talk. What he said?
He said, I don't get caught up in no garden tool feces, man. I just keep doing what I'm doing and keep pushing. I don't get caught up in that.
I don't play like that.
You heard me?
I'm a man, and I stand my ground, and I do my thing. Numbers don't lie, and that's all I give a fornication about. Numbers and putting them up.
Okay. Listen, I don't care about nothing but this, and that. So I don't care what he's talking about. And that's the response? That was
Ross dropped the whole
response. He was like, I'm a whole man out here, you heard me? I don't have time for what he's talking about. Money.
All that truth? I don't hear that truth. I don't hear that numbers. I don't look at words. That's
exactly.
what he's saying, not words.
Like
words is numbers.
I don't care if what you're saying is true. I got money.
I got money and stats.
All right. So that's what's going on out here too, man. What time is it? It's 8:33. We're gonna do one more what's going on out here before we go to commercial. Oshun, baby, Indy, you got something? Oshun got something. What's going on out here?
Well, everybody, since we are millennials, I think we just need to say one thing. Mayor Landrew asked for more time on the SixFlag sale decision.
You mean the Jazz Land?
You mean the Jazz Flags?
Exactly. So they have a lot of people who sent in proposals saying that they want to take it and redo some developmental ideas with it, but he's like, hold on, I don't know. I still need to think about it.
Because y'all gonna die.
We don't know how this is going to work.
That's dangerous area.
Like a big project, you know, it's a lot of woods and swamp around there. That land is sinking faster than probably some
Man, they be having boars around there.
Yeah, they're wild boar. I grew up in Mishu, and yes, and I've seen, no lie, have seen wild boars and alligators on my street. I grew up in Mishu. I'm not making that up. So like, that area now is probably overrun by wildlife. I saw this article one time where somebody snuck up in there and like took pictures that it's great for like some dope ass pictures, but that's probably what we should do for that, right? Because it can't just, if you've never been to Jazzland, formerly Six Flags of New Orleans, but it just imagine like when
the most disappointing Six Flags in the country.
Well, first of all, it wasn't worth a damn.
Not a piece of a damn.
From the beginning to when it opened. But can you imagine what it looked like when at a Six Flag, when a theme park is abandoned and overrun by swamp creatures in New Orleans? It is so perfect for pictures and nothing else. Okay, let's not open it back up, man. What's up, Kyle?
And that's how we know that it wasn't worth the damn.
Kyle is
like 5 what?
Kyle is 5 what?
Exactly.
3. And how tall were you at
so
the
he
time?
3 what?
You ride these right. All right.
But if you guys go on,
I feel like there's still the Jazzland was the first place that allowed you to. Do you have a list of the few places that let your short ass get on all the rides? Oh. Well, if you're not a midget, you're something like one. All right. All right. So I think it's time to go on break. I can say midget on the radio.
No, but I have one more thing. If you guys actually want to see, like, they have YouTube videos of the people exploring an abandoned theme park.
So we can see someone die.
So you can see inside of Six Flags how it stands. It's only a year old, so if you go on YouTube and type in Six Flags New Orleans abandoned, you can see the video.
Yeah, man, check it out because it's interesting. It's good for good video footage and photographs. And let's just leave it at that. Let's just have the wild boars and the alligators have it.
That's all them.
I feel like man, because wasn't nobody. I mean. You know, you took your little yeah to the Jazzland when it was open. You know,
was like yeah,
and then it was like yeah, and then she was like yeah,
yeah. He was like yeah, and that ride was like,
and then it was that ride was like well
yeah, ride was like yeah,
but then that ride home was like yeah. We finna go on break. It's about that time. Yeah, it was, but we understood each other.
Yeah.
All right, man. Look, we're gonna play a song, huh? And we're gonna play one commercial. But by the way, man, if you want your commercial played during the Misbelief radio show, email us at TheMisbelief@gmail.com. Also, if you want your song played, email us. Email the song MP3 format to us at TheMisbelief@gmail.com. Only local businesses, local artists and musicians. You have to have been here for at least, okay, I ain't gonna, if you live here now, that's fair, all right, but send it to me, and we're gonna play a song by somebody. I'm gonna tell you who it is after the break, and then we'll see y'all in a minute on The Misbelief. It's your host, DC Paul, on WBOK. We be okay.
So look, they went in on Six Flags. I would like to say that Six
Who taking the Bangas?
Flags employed me, and I was stage managing. I didn't ask you all that.
Man, fuck the New Orleans Six Flags, straight up, bro. Cause come on, they gave us a whole Jazzland. Jazzland was cool for what it was, cause you knew it was some small local shit. But when Six Flags buy you, Six Flags better make it what I be seeing when I go to other spots and see Six Flags. Man, they gave us like 3 rides. Half them rides was broken.
So,
I felt some kind of way. I'm a roller coaster fanatic, son. I love like theme parks.
Was it what, 3 flags?
It was 3. They gave us 3 flags, bro.
3 flags.
Oh, 3 of them.
Come on now. Meek Mill got a better review on his movie on Netflix.
Jesus.
He at least got like what, 2 or 3.5 stars. We only got 3 flags.
3 flags.
Tree.
Come. Let me talk to people. Close the door because it's hot. Oh no, it's cool. Hi everyone. Let me make sure I have a good angle. How's my angle? Does my angle look okay?
Yes.
Okay. As most of you know, I am the Aries, the cool factor of the show, the introverted one. Working with a lot of artists, it's very fun. I love the fact that their creativity rubs off on me. It's a highlight of my Saturday. Like, I love getting up and saying, oh, I have to go on the radio today, because it's fun. But we love you guys, and you guys are awesome, and thank you for spending your Saturday night with us every Saturday night. Or sometimes you do like me and rewatch it Monday morning at work. Yeah, so thank y'all for giving us your time and your listening ear, and we love you all, and that's all I have to say, because I'm emotional.
We want to give out a shout out to Sawyer Jane, who had never been to Six Flags, but definitely thinks DC's voice is very sexy, and that Bat's arms is nice.
Well, I will definitely let them know how you feel, and they would appreciate any love that you will give to them.
And Brother Joe Johnson, from Johnson & Johnson, but Brother Joe Johnson says, all right for the Tank song.
Yes, we are big fans of Tank and the Bangas here. Like, huge fans. We love them too. They have a special place in all of our hearts.
For people who don't know, turn this on me for a quick second, Miss Oshun.
Sure.
For people who don't know, Quess that was here earlier, him and Tank was originally on the first ever Team Snow. So the Team Snow that is here now, the original members were Tank and Quess and a few others like Icon and Catalyst and Hakeem. Actually, I can just give you the whole list right there, but that was Team Snow. But Joe, when you hear that greatness, just know that it's been worked all throughout the city. And I think it's also, I just want to show this for Quess. I think it's funny you've been here since '93 and not once tried a misbelief. Like, no one caught that. Like, bro, you've been here for like about 2 decades, and 3 decades damn near, and you haven't got a misbelief?
He wasn't a child when he came here.
It doesn't even matter.
All of our stories are most adults who move here, like it. You are less likely, like me. How old I am now. If I go to a city and they have a fruit on the tree, and people say, oh, that only grow here. You know, you can eat them. I'm not going to try it. I'm not going to try it unless it's somebody I trust or I see them try it first. I'm less likely to just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try it, because I don't trust people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly what she's saying. Like,
I don't trust people like that.
You like that shit.
Well,
I do have a story, but you know.
Come on, tell your misbelief story. You want me to record it?
Okay.
Go.
All right. So my misbelief story is this. There was a lady named Miss Gladys, and my mom used to clean Miss Gladys' house, and we used to go by Miss Gladys' fence. And her fence was a fence that had misbelief tree. And her fence grew into this construction yard. So when we were getting in the construction yard, the people would call the police on us for trespassing. But then we'll like jump over the fence and just go to Miss Gladys' yard.
What house was that?
This is on Taunty by the Bowes Brother construction site.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny enough that's how beautiful New Orleans is. That's how you get that rose that grew from concrete. Some of these misbelief trees came straight from concrete construction and still was able to get all the nutrition to still have the good juiciness of a good misbelief tree, even though it grew up in the hardness of the concrete jungle. So that's my misbelief story. I used to sell misbeliefs as a kid. I would wash them off, put them in a Walgreens bag and a Swagman bag, and I would go sell them for 10 cents a bag.
We have a little bit of empty airtime on the radio, so bear with us, y'all. Hold on. You finding a song right now.
And we're about to find a good one, actually.
Right.
Probably something from Denisa again, hopefully.
Commercial.
All right, so now we're gonna bring it back this way. Oh, someone called me a cutie.
That's all right.
Oh, thank you, Miss Sawyer Jane.
He's Italian.
Hopefully I said your name correctly.
We keep him behind the camera. He ain't all that cute, girl. You gotta see him in person. He alright.
You can tell when they like you when they just gotta talk bad about you so no one else see it. You gotta keep them to yourself.
Yeah, you gotta suck out. You know that your stuff is my baby room. So you gotta ask permission.
Oh Lord.
I ran him out by the hour.
Oh Lord.
I mean,
We trying to come up. Joseph understand we trying to come up. Right?
fish don't fry in the kitchen.
You do what? You do fry fish.
You gotta finish the song. Beans don't burn
Oh,
the grill. You know,
we didn't know
moving
where
on
you
up.
were going. We didn't know where you were going.
I know because y'all just ain't on these black shows enough like I am.
No, I'm on them.
No, that's not even what? That's not the word.
That is the word. Fish don't beans don't burn on the grill.
No, it's something that doesn't fry. It's
I've got to Google the word. Now we're up in the big leagues.
It's our turn at bat.
You leaving?
Graves out the building.
I might go to 14 Paris. Two man, they got two. I'm gonna holler at you, Lauren, about some advertising space on the radio show. But I'm going there, man, because that salmon.
I ain't that like.
What else to come with the Callaloo on the side? Good ass Caribbean food. 14 parishes, 1638 Clio Street. My comedy group is there every first Thursday putting on the show. I'm funny, we're funny, I'm funny. We're back in less than a minute.
Oh man.
You know I'm fertile. You better watch it. You very careful.
What y'all doing tonight? Tell me what we going tonight, man. After I just show in at 9 in 15 minutes. I'm gonna be out. You heard me?
These two, I can't. I can't. I can't.
Your back babies.
You're fucking crazy.
So look,
Stella Lunas. You know who Stella Luna is?
we got 15 minutes left, so we're gonna do the neck, the Sankofa session.
I think we all know who about to get this neck.
I'm gonna close it up.
I don't.
I don't either.
Neck, Sankofa, no out there.
Zulu.
Oh, I'm not giving that to Irish Zulu. I thought we was gonna talk about that on out here. Out here.
Oh, please don't talk. Don't give them no publicity.
I mean, I got some out there stuff too, but I didn't have Irish Zulu.
And we are back, y'all. You are tuned into the Misbelief radio show, a show where millennials, we just been having a bunch of fun, man. We talking about all types of things, what's going on out here. We had some educational stuff earlier, man. My man Hardell Ward came and talked to us about how to get your jacket cleaned and have your record expunged. That was what's up. My man Quess came and gave us the skinny and the lowdown on Taking Down NOLA. Shout out to him. Follow him. Follow Taking Down NOLA on Instagram and Facebook for all the new developments, because on March 23rd at Cafe Istanbul, they're doing something real big and giving us more information about their movements. And we're talking about what's going on out here. So I'm your host, DC Paul. To my right, what's your name?
Hi, everybody. It's me, Oshun.
And then to my left, what's your name?
It's your boy MisterBats Bradford. What's good?
And who that is in the booth? Maniacal. Nice. You got a good radio voice, Kyle. I like it.
But I don't
see you. All right. So Martin, of course you don't see it. All right. So Martin, we got one more what's going on out here before we talk about what's going on out there.
I mean, only other thing we was talking about off air was that Irish Zulu mess.
That Irish Zulu.
That Irish Zulu mess.
What else is to be said about it? Because all you gotta say is Irish Zulu. Nothing else to be said about it. Like, shame on whoever put those two words together and thought it was a good idea. You all types of wrong.
Because the Zulu, like, it happened because they wouldn't let us in, like, parades or whatnot. Mm-hmm. Zulu, they made their own deal. And they flipped it. They flipped the African diaspora and all that. And now y'all, who have the privilege, got the nerve to come through
and decide that you want to be a Zulu, and then
It could have been an Irish Rex.
Dude, could have been Irish anything.
It could have been just the Irish.
Don't call it a Zulu and don't put on no fake afros.
So
that's the two things that like really mess with me. It's like, nah, stop that. So and then they claim that they're doing this as a homage to pay homage to the Zulu, and they want to be against racism as well. That's what they're saying.
You know what? But you are worse than that vegan gumbo with the couscous. So what was it that was in it? Quinoa. Yeah, no. Take that.
What they say, the road to hell are paved with good intentions. You know what I'm saying?
Straight to hell with you. All right. So what's going on out there? Actually, like we're gonna talk about some national. Well, real quick, maybe one national topic.
All right. How's our president beefing with Snoop Dogg? Why is our president beefing with Snoop Dogg? That's all I gotta know.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? What? Have you ever thought that you was gonna hear that the president of the United States is beefing with Snoop Dogg?
If it was gonna happen, I thought it was gonna be Barack Obama. I thought they might have had some issues with this and that, but luckily that went well. Their relationship stayed intact.
Why haven't they put him in Twitter jail yet?
Man,
like I know everybody goes to Twitter jail. Why is he not in Twitter jail?
He needs to be off the dump, and I'm saying that. So apparently Snoop Dogg put out a video for his song Lavender, a clown version of Trump Gets Shot. Trump felt played, and he said, "Can you imagine what the outcry would be if Snoop Dogg failing career and all, had aimed and fired the gun at President Obama jail time?" So it's like when he said that, that's so much racism is just laced in what he's saying. That's just.
But T.I.'s response.
T.I.'s response is all I wanted to hit you with, and we're gonna have to once again bleep this out. T.I. says, as Snoop Dogg is a fornication legend. You fornication, tangerine, tan, muskrat, scrotum skin, lace front, possum fur wig wearing, alternative fact, atomic dog, diarrhea, face ass man. Leave out legends and name out your fornication. I can say ass, right? Oh, ass puppy, piss smelling ass mouth and continue to and your old ass puppy, piss smelling ass mouth and continue to focus on dividing minorities, building barriers, alienating immigrants, and fornicating this country up like you've been doing. Hashtag you want to be dictator. Hashtag presidential level F-boy.
Oh, I love it. Wait.
My dog said,
hold on. Tangerine tan, muskrat, scrotum skin,
lace front, possum fur wig wearing, alternative fact, atomic dog, diarrhea, face ass man.
What's funny is we could say all of that on the radio, and I loved it, man. What scrotum skin, lace front, possum fur wig? I wish I wrote that. Bruh, shout out to you, T.I.
You so descriptive.
Oh, man.
Are you a writer? Are you a rapper?
Scrotum skin, lace front, possum fur wig wearing. It was alliteration. It was
ass puppy,
poetry.
piss smelling.
Ass puppy, piss smelling. I love it. Listen, the next person come at me, you gonna be old ass puppy, piss smelling, looking ass. In the words of T.I.
Man, I just want to hire T.I. to just talk trash to me.
Yeah, man.
If I ever got famous, that's what I would hire him for.
So that's what's going on out there. But Martin, somebody deserves some neck.
Somebody always deserves some neck.
What?
Someone is constantly deserving some neck.
Who you giving neck to?
Almost. They've got an honorable mention, man. What's that reporter chick? Sharon Steele, that said that the N-word was going to end racism. And I'm like, dog, what's wrong with you, woman? You get a light neck. I can't really get into you, but apparently she said a whole lot of dumb crap.
Why don't give her a neck? Because her kitchen probably nappy. You can give her a neck. You can pull it up.
She said, man, she don't want to be referred to as black. She said all kind of crazy stuff. But anyway, we get into, for the first time ever, an entire publication is getting the neck. An entire publication. So apparently, Cosmopolitan, you know, the sex teen magazine, whatever, Cosmopolitan, they put out this thing on Twitter saying that it's a now deleted article saying the 10 most beautiful women in the world. So when they listed these 10 most beautiful women in the world, we had Amber Heard, we had Kim Kardashian, we had Kate Moss, we had Emily, blah, 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 I don't know how to say her name, Ratajkowski, we had Kendall Jenner, we had Helen Mirren, we had Scarlett Johansson, we had Selena Gomez, we had Marilyn Monroe, and we had Jennifer Lawrence. So what do all 10 of these women besides Selena Gomez, even though she kind of airs on that side, have in freaking common? They're all white. So how you gonna tell me that we gonna get the 10 most beautiful women in the world? In the world. I mean, we going all over the world from Native American, Asian, Hispanic, Afro-Hispanic, you feel me, Latinas. We got the freaking, we got them in Indian, we got black.
What do
we got African, we got the Jamaican, we got the Caribbean, we got so many kinds of women in this entire world. You hear me? We got so many shades in this entire world, and you found 10
then halfway looking decent white women to be the main ones that's gonna be the receivers of the most beautiful. And then they gonna say, this the worst part, they gonna say it's science. They said according to science, they did some scientific investigation with some kind of science. And according to science, that this is what it came out with. You mean dead ass Marilyn Monroe is more beautiful than all the women that's living right now in color? What's wrong with y'all, Cosmopolitan? And then the problem is when that trickles down to little girls who read your dumbass publication and go buy it over and over and over again, and you thinking like, oh snap, this is the truth, this is the truth, this is the standard of beauty, and you screwing up more generations with this nonsense. So yes, Cosmopolitan, that is a problem. You do get the neck. I don't know, what would Cosmopolitan be if he was a person so we could bend their head over and just give him that neck? I don't know, but you get the neck in the damn way. Straight up.
Man, you know, we're going to take a magazine and roll it up and give you the neck with your own magazine.
With your own magazine.
Oh, man, that was... I like when you get intense. You get angry for me, so I could just crack jokes about it. And he just says everything that I think and sometimes feel.
Because Cosmopolitan is a tangerine tan, muskrat, scrotum skin, lace front, possum fur wig, wearing alternative fact, atomic dog, diarrhea, face ass publication.
With the old ass puppy piss smelling ass. With your ass puppy piss smelling. All right.
Divine minorities, building barriers.
I love it, man. That neck was felt. I hope it was felt, man. So we got about 7 more minutes left. That don't mean the whole segment is gonna last 7 minutes now. We're gonna have a session because I know you like to.
Because I like to talk. Okay,
so listen, our Sankofa session is how we like to end our shows. It's where we
after Martin riles you up, I bring you.
And to all my black women, you are beautiful. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise.
That's what I was saying, man.
Screw them, and Facebook Live know what I really mean.
You could turn to India Mack and Oshun here in the studio.
Cause I'm cute as fuck.
How beautiful black women are, man. Okay, all right. So the Sankofa session is where we like to take a look back. We stop focusing on being millennials and being in the now, in the moment, and we look back at the things that came before us, paved the way for us, made us who we are. It's your fault, Sankofa. So who we looking back at today, Oshun?
Today, we taking a look back at someone who hasn't been gone that long, but was definitely the prettiest of all pretty. Big Chief. Allison, Tootie, Montana. Big Chief. Big Chief Tootie, Montana. He was the oldest Mexican Mardi Gras Indian. As far as he did it the longest, I should say. A lot of people don't know that Big Chief Tootie, Montana actually came from a family where his great grandfather was the first colored man to mask as a Mardi Gras Indian. So they took that tradition and he kept it going, kept it alive. Tootie Montana was the first Indian to actually go out there and protest against the cops beating the Indians, because it was a time where Indian masking was not legal. They were trying to shut it down. They did everything in their power to stop them from masking, but he was the one who stood on the forefront and actually died. The day they had to go in front of the city council, he stood there and had a heart attack and died in the chambers, city council chambers. So they could have the right to mask freely without having any stipulations, having any permits, changing tradition. So this one today, for St. Joseph's Day, goes to the prettiest Chief Tootie Montana, and I did it without crying. Thank you.
Oh, that was.
I loved him so. It's very emotional for me because I love him. I love him as a person, Big Chief.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my homie Jermaine Taylor. I'm gonna say first and last name: Jermaine Taylor, Yvette Taylor, Gerald Taylor. That's the local Taylor family who are descendants of Big Chief Tootie Montana. And I've seen some people in that family still masking, keeping that legacy alive, man. So shout out to that. You know, and thank you, Oshun, for that. That's a very timely Sankofa session because Super Sunday tomorrow. What's tomorrow? St. Joseph's Day.
St. Joseph's Day.
I'm supposed to be out there with the wild chopper tulips in the morning. As soon as somebody give me a call, let me know where to be with my tambourine. Dagnammit, I'll be there. And it's like I beat hell out of that tambourine last year. If you saw me, I had blisters on my hand when I was done. I was beating that thing like they was paying me, and they were not. I just really wanted to be there, like that much, man. I love the Mighty Great Indians. We have about 4 minutes left, Kyle. What you got? What you got happening, Kyle? Okay. B-Dub. Okay, that's what it's... You telling jokes at Bullets on AP Turo. Martin.
What's up?
You won't be with us for the next few weeks because you got something going on, man. What's going on?
Yes, I'm going to play Sweet Bird of Youth by Tennessee Williams. It will be at the Loyola Marquette Theater on their campus. And, you know, with Southern Rapping, we about to do it major. Me and Joseph Pons over there, he's our cameraman for Facebook Live. We about to go on out, act the kick, and, you know.
Nice.
You're going to be without me for a couple of weeks at least live because I'm still come through and drop a neck. I'm going to always send you something. So people
he's
gonna
still record the neck and he's gonna call in and give us updates, and I'm gonna let you know what's going on with that show because I'm gonna go see it, and it better be good. No, I'm sure it's gonna be good, man. Homie Martin, very talented actor. Oshun, what you got?
I'm just trying to save New Orleans one house at a time. You know.
Okay.
Helping these old people pay their taxes. Please take care. Adopt an elderly person.
Wait, no, they're not children. You don't do that.
No, no.
What you got going on out here?
I'm a stage manager in a show that's opening next week at the Petite Theater. The Bangas State is running 2 weekends, and it's on apps on the weekend, and it's coming back for one more weekend. Also, stay tuned for my first choreographed project that's going to come out in December.
Okay.
Yes, it's going to be a full-length choreography project by myself, and I actually might dance in one piece. So people who know I dance and they haven't seen me in a while, I'm trying to shake back and come back. But if I can't make it, my work will definitely be on the stage, and there will be people who could definitely dance like me, or most likely better than I can now. And December dance is called Dancing in December.
Nice. Oh, and I never said the date for the show. My date is March 25th to April 14th.
I want to get back to something because Oshun mentioned adopting an old person, and if that's a possibility, it'd be nice to get them discounts, right? Like, can you adopt an old person? Can you just get you one and take them everywhere with you and get that senior citizen?
And that sage advice.
Because the advice is cool, but the
marijuana card.
But the movie ticket prices is what I'm really concerned about. Like, I would love to get that senior citizen discount if I could adopt me an old person, like you mentioned. We're gonna talk about that later if it's a possibility. You would know.
Yeah.
You would know.
I hang with them.
All right, y'all, man. This has been the Misbelief Radio Show, episode 5. We ain't got canceled yet, so I guess we're doing something right, man. I'm your host, DC Paul. I don't have it all.
And we know that.
And you know that. My co-hosts this week are
me, the lovely and talented Oshun.
Your boy Martin Bats Bradford.
Also, India Man.
Lady Bird.
Oh. I'm trying to get out of the way, yeah.
You know what? Thank you for tuning in and watching the Facebook Live. Yeah, we'll be back next week. Next week, we ain't leaving just yet because next week we're broadcasting live from the Tank and the Bangers Backyard Hangout. That means you'll be able to listen in and get a piece of that for only 2 hours of the show because it's from 6 to 10 at my Titina house across the canal. Either be there or listen in because it's going to be a good time. I'm hosting it. I'm hosting 2 shows at once, actually. So shout out to that, man. Be there. We'll see y'all next week on the Misbelief Live, WBOK, 12:30 a.m.
All right, Oshun, hold this right quick. I want to tell one thing about Tootie Montana. All right, just one thing that wasn't mentioned was that before, when Tootie Montana used to mask back in the day, they would actually have real-life battles as the Indians. And Tootie Montana is the first one who actually implemented that it's all about making the suit pretty, and that was the battle. So that was the one big thing that changed the whole game of how people dress and go about the whole Indian Super Sunday day. And thanks to Tootie Montana for that.
And he looked like a Montana. We got our Montana in the building. You hear me? Tony Montana.
Not that. Okay. She swallowed another kilo. Going in the morning.
Are we open?
You know what I realized? Oh, he want to go outside in the lobby.
Yeah, you don't have to.
It's a pop up. 10%. You all 10%.
I always say now on the front of the time. They got it in the front of the time. Oh, they second us.
Hold on, let's get a piece of that first. Can we get a piece of that before we close it out? Come on, come in here so we can hear the music.
You gotta get your move.
We on 10%.
You gonna get your moves up?
10%. We on 10%.
We on 10%.
10%. Are you listening? Are you tuning in? What's happening? We're 10% already listening. We're closing out, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Misbelief Radio Show on WBOK. Or tuning in to the Facebook Live.
Download the app.
Download the app. Listen on WBOK 1230am.com.
Get your ears perked.
We'll be okay. We'll be back same time.
Check out the hashtag
TheMisbelief. F with us, man. Fucks with us. Facebook Live. Thank you for listening, for sharing the video, for all that good stuff, man. We having fun. Thank you to my homie Joseph for holding the camera.
With the clean cut, super
Montana.
Tony.
Erica's flower in this bitch.
Oh, check out the Fly with Bats podcast too. Fly with Bats on iTunes.
We out.